Hey, and we are live. Welcome, everybody.
It's morphin' time!
No, we're going to do that properly. Welcome to Kings of Pop Culture. It's been a while. Welcome, everybody, to a new stream. We're going to be talking on a range of topics in the stream. But just before he reads out the list that he's constructed, as always, Danny, I believe you have something you need to say.
It's morphin' time! Tiger Sword!
There you go. He was
Go
dying
watch
to
that
say it.
30th
There you go.
anniversary special. It's good.
Fantastic. Dominic, Forever
Go.
Red, what's up? What's up? Speaking of Forever Red, that special was actually pretty dope. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah,
Can't watch it the same no more.
I want more. I want more. Cobra Kai World, Charlie Cummings, what's up, people? Give a huge shout out, everybody, to the man, the myth, the wolf, Kanan. And of course to MMA King Kreese Jr. Shark is a shark, whatever it is, you know the drill.
Hand.
Hands.
Oh right, that's my cue. Sorry, that's my cue. Hang on, where is it? Not that.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
And of course this dude here. I mean, I've completely lost everything I was going to say, so I'll just.
Great.
The goated one, and of course, the man, the myth, the other legend, the Cinnamamba.
Wu-Tang.
Ain't nothing to mess with.
Off the screen. Jesus, that is so scary.
But it is list time, everybody. Welcome to a stream. It's been a long time. Danny, read out that list, senor.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. It's been a while. Family. What's up, Chosen Familia? It's been a while. We had to take a little hiatus, some breaks,
Wow.
it's called life.
Yeah, it's called life. And
it's called life.
I work.
Yeah.
So
It is what it is.
Many people on this platform could benefit from getting a job or two.
3 or 4
or 5. Anyway, let's go.
Or just even applying for a job. That'd be good. McDonald's is hiring.
Yeah.
Carry on.
So.
And McDonald's is hiring.
Yes. So this list. So the list that I have constructed that's been on a 4-year hiatus. I mean, 4-week hiatus. Feels like 4 years.
4 years.
We're not that old yet, Danny.
I know, right, man?
So, a character arc, but Jesus.
So let's talk about the first subject that we're going to be talking about. Our starting subject is it's okay to be a normie. We got a little inspiration from a YouTuber that not should be named and everything, but we're just gonna leave it right there. We got for our DC segment, man, we got a lot of things to talk about. DC, they've been at that work, and as the young people say, they are cooking, as they say, they're cooking. So we're gonna be talking about the Batman 2, some of their villains Clayface, Scarecrow, Poison Ivy. Of course, also for our DC segment, our man Sholo. He got his little trailer that came out with the Blue Beetle. We're gonna be talking about that. As far as Marvel, we're gonna be talking about Black Panther for our Marvel Memory Lane, and we're also gonna talk about the Marvels just a little bit. We're gonna skim through that just a little bit, but it is what it is.
That
Guardians 3 next week.
That formality project.
Oh yeah, Guardians 3 next week. We definitely talk about that. And then our final part for our Cobra Kai segment, we're just gonna talk about our boy Miggy since he has his Blue Beetle trailer. So, Mr. Jacob, the dojo belongs to you.
Right, so let's get right into it. And I've been itching to stream. Oh god, it feels like it's been freaking forever. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. We're back on job. Now let's talk about normies for a second, okay? So normies, I want to chat to you real quick. Come in. It's okay, right? And I'm going to quote the man Young Ripper here as well, because he said this too. Sometimes it's okay to admit and know that you're a normie. Now, what do I mean when I say that? Well, we live in a world where everyone wants to be a part of the conversation. They feel like, no, I need to put my 2 pence in. I need to chime into shit that I don't know nothing about. We've seen it a lot in recent months as well, with people kind of chiming into stuff that they don't know what the hell they're talking about. And that's a prime example where I don't want the benchmark of conversation to be, oh my God, did you see when Thomas the Tank Engine drove into that wall? Oh my God. Oh yeah, that was a great moment. That's normie discussion. You have that kind of discussion with people at a bookstore. No, we don't do that here. Hell, I'll say this. Whenever the lists are put together, there may be things on that list I may be a complete normie about. So sometimes you'll see me go, I'm going to be honest, guys. I don't know nothing. I don't have a dog in this fight. So maybe RJ or Gary or King or Adam, maybe you guys want to take it away and I can bounce off you guys. And it requires a great deal of humility. Not everyone is knowledgeable about everything. And I'll use Game of Thrones as an example. When season 8 was popping off with that big old piece of trash of a season, I wasn't a Game of Thrones fan at the time. And still kind of fully sort of not. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. It's the one fandom I still have yet to get into. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But, you know, I didn't just jump on the bandwagon because, oh, well, everyone else is hating on it, so I need to do that too. Like, I didn't do that. I didn't just, like, jump on the bandwagon. I could have easily got on here and gone, you know what? Let's chase that clout. Let's start sandbagging that season because everyone else is, even though I have no idea what the show is about. I have no idea what any of the characters... Like, I have no idea. I have no context. So take Kenobi, for instance. And we talked about this when that show came about, right? When that show came about, that prompted a wave of people talking about it that have no business talking about it. Now, what do I mean when I say no business? I don't mean you don't have a right. Of course you have a right. You're entitled to your opinion. It's a free country and all those things that people say. There's also a hidden word in there somewhere. But when you're not knowledgeable about something, it sticks out like a sore thumb. So, for instance, when I start talking about GOT, I don't know what on earth I'm talking about. I have no idea, and it's gonna come across in what I'm saying. Like, it's gonna stick out. But we live in an era where people have to be a part of the conversation. Like, everyone wants to chime in with their 2 cents. They're not content with being a normie, and sometimes being a normie is actually better because, for one simple reason, you can actually enjoy stuff more. Just saying, the more diehard of a fan you are, the more likely you are to find criticisms of said thing. It's just the way it is. But, you know, and I'm sure we all sort of feel a similar way. It's mostly just about navigating how... he's in a college fraternity now. Oi! Go on, King Paras. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Man,
good job, man.
In the chat. Raise a toast to him right now. Good man.
Just stay focused, man. Just stay focused.
Stay on that grind,
stay focused,
Stay on
have
that
fun, live life.
That's it, my man. Onwards and upwards. But I think this is a good discussion that I like having because one thing I will say is with me doing this now, I'm sure you guys might have got this too, where people will come up to you and go, oh, yeah, so the Batman, I want to talk to you about it. It's like, whoa, slow down. When have you ever breathed the words, I want to talk about the Batman? Hold up in the truck, the car, the ship, all like back it all up.
Back it up.
1 second.
Yeah.
Where on earth did that come from? Like that's one other thing. I don't know if any of you guys have had that.
I've had that.
People have come up to me that have caught these streams going, oh, yeah, so I want to talk about that. It's like, all right, first of all, you don't know nothing about it. Secondly, people
trying to correct me on Star Wars lore. I'm like, dude, that's not what happened. What happened?
Or you know, the one that really, really jerks me off is when you understand the narrative and the story and like the character choices, and someone has the gall to go, no, and then try and correct you on it. I feel a little bit.
Because what you're doing when you do that, you're insulting my intelligence. No, I watched it. I saw what happened. That's not what happened, bro. Like I was there.
Bounce off. Everyone jumping.
I was gonna say, like the perfect example is like one of our subjects we're gonna talk about is Black Panther. You could take y'all guys saw that. Y'all saw that. Like you just said, like, listen, I'm glad that everybody had a good time, but half of y'all guys didn't. Y'all guys just hopped on the MCU train late and everything. Y'all,
no.
you act
some of these MCU fans, y'all jumped in on Infinity War and Endgame, bro. Y'all were not there.
Yeah,
yeah.
Had a lot.
You got like you were.
I know.
That's why I'm confused.
Darius can attest to this, especially in high school. Like when Infinity War came out. Oh, I'm going to see Infinity War.
Oh,
yeah,
it was so.
No, you don't get that.
No, you don't get to skip to Infinity War, bro. You don't get to.
You got it.
You don't get to do that.
It's like go.
It's
back.
like,
I mean, I didn't organize the seating plan. It just
And the same thing is gonna happen with Secret Wars. When Secret Wars comes out, oh yeah, let's go see Secret Wars.
You know how many?
Where were you?
Like, oh my god! I can't wait to see Infinity War. Have you seen Iron Man?
Do you know who anyone
is?
Wait, who's Iron Man?
Anyone is? There was someone in the cinema that was sat there going, "Who's this purple geezer? Why is he getting these stones? What happened to Thor's hair? Like, what's going on?" Like,
when the post-credit scene came on, someone didn't know who Nick Fury was, bro. I'm like,
yeah,
he's in the post-credit scene.
Have you even been alive?
Movie?
Have you watched any movie ever?
I'll give you a good example of a Normie. I know one. One of my friends.
Well, that's not good enough for me. Well, then it's
one of
not
my friends.
Good enough for you.
She claims to be like an MCU fan. Like
fan is a loose term nowadays.
Yep.
I'm gonna add.
Anybody can be a fan.
I'm a fan.
These words, specifically with sports and pop culture, is losing. Like words like overrated, underrated.
Thank you.
Hot take.
Yeah.
In my opinion, to justify a shit opinion,
they don't have any meaning anymore. Like we're just around.
It means nothing.
In my opinion, well, your opinion's wrong, and you have no weight to it.
This person that I
remember,
it's one of those. She has one of those opinions where I just can't take seriously because it's like, well, hold on,
your opinion's invalid.
Your
remember
your opinion.
Remember the philosophy teacher that came up with my truth,
and also. And also, they're fans of Cobra Kai. They're normies.
Yep.
And I'm like,
I'm a huge Blue Beetle fan. Now, shut up a minute.
It's like they want to discuss the show when they want to discuss like Marvel or DC or Cobra Kai with me. I'm like, okay, I'll discuss it with you, but like, please know what you're talking about.
Yeah. At least have some kind of prior knowledge. Like you
know what? If you don't want to watch the whole thing, because I know there's a lot of movies, there's a lot of seasons, whatever. Just watch a YouTube just watch a YouTube recap video. There's like a million of those.
Yeah.
But then I'm glad that you brought that up, RJ, because this will feed into what you're about to say. There's also levels to this shit. Now, I'm a Spider-Man fan, right? I'm a fan of Spider-Man. Peter Parker, that's my dude. However, like Darius, RJ, even that, like I don't like there's levels to things.
I can cite I can cite the individual comic issue.
Yeah, y'all got
me and Darius talk about comics like all the we talk about more Spider-Man
nerds, and then there's
these two are the Spider-Man nuts right here. Like these guys know about Spider-Man. Like I'm old, but like I was like I have my cap.
Spider-Man connoisseurs right here.
Spider-Man connoisseurs, me and Danny are Batman connoisseurs.
Well, I mean, the Civil War take is a bit of a 50-50.
I think pretty much when it comes to Batman, it's Jacob, me, Adam, and Danny. Because talk about Batman like all the freaking time. But
yeah, man.
There's
me and Jacob, bro.
I question the validity of
Me and Jacob, you already know Star Wars, bro. We got
no one's touching us. No one. And even
me and Darius, anime.
But this man knows stuff that I don't even know. So there's a level above me. It's all about.
And also, here's another example. I just want to say this: like, we're examples of just like knowing, like, it's something we don't know.
Your lane.
Jacob and Darius, there's times where I'm asking them, okay, what did this mean? Like, I'm a Star Wars fan, but I'm not no fan. Like, I'm a regular. Like, I don't
Like I can like I have a certain conversation. Like I know enough, but like these guys,
you go as far as you can go, basically.
Yeah,
like,
I'm more fans of two characters more than I am the whole thing.
I want to make this clear. This doesn't.
It doesn't make you less.
Being a fan doesn't like investing more time. It doesn't make you better than somebody.
It doesn't
just means
negate your fandom.
You spent more time.
You're better or worse than. It just means there's levels to this. Like, and I know people don't want to hear this, but this ties into normie discussion of like, oh, well, I have my opinion. Shut up a second. There's levels to this shit. Okay. Just because you talk about something doesn't make you knowledgeable on it, first of all. And just because you have a platform, the
ability to speak does not make you intelligent.
The ability to speak does not make you intelligent. You know, I also want to put that out there as well. That's hugely important. But there is levels to this. When sometimes it's like you guys talking about the NFL and me and Adam trying to tell you what's up. Like, no, it ain't happening. It's like, and then it's like, I mean, it's like Danny and Darius trying to tell me about soccer, and then bloody, RJ's like the translator in the middle. It's like, no, like it ain't, no. There's levels to this, and I'm not trying to. It's just an example.
And like, there is another side to it too, because the gatekeeping guys, it's got to stop.
Yeah,
Like,
the
only time I do support it is when normies try to talk like they know something and they don't. That's when you do.
That's when I get
like,
annoyed.
When they're just trying to enjoy. They're just trying to enjoy.
I tell you what, the internet is a great tool, but man, it's given rise to a lot of normies that run rampant through everything.
Also, I think, part of the problem is that people they don't want to accept like being a normie. Like they don't like it. They're afraid of it.
You know why, right? It's because because the word normie has a negative connotation now. Because I hate to say this because of the toxic nerds, the ones that are like the ones that take it too far. They make normie like a toxic. They make it normie like a bad thing when it's not. Like it's just,
oh my god, look at that normie, and you're like, shut the hell up, bitch. No one asked you.
It doesn't matter. Like they're enjoying the show, they're enjoying the movie. Like let them enjoy the movie, bro. They're not bothering nobody.
It's like this, and I talked to RJ and Adam about this. Like when it comes to comic books, I wasn't like a big comic book fan, but I was big into animation and big into cartoons and stuff.
I had comics, but I was more of the animation side of things.
See,
because like
I'm in the comics community a lot, and like some of these dudes in the comics community take it way too serious, bro. Like they
definitely need to get out of the house.
Have you read this issue yet? The fake fan then.
Well, I mean, we've all seen The Simpsons where it's like, worst comic ever. I mean, no penis ever.
Comic book guy.
It's like, bro, like if you can't cite like this Spider-Man issue, you're not a real Spider-Man fan. You don't know this.
No. Enjoy your drive. Drive safely.
It's like, bro, like just because you're not a fan of, I mean, like we're all fans. We just like maybe some people.
Because it has that negative connotation. Like that's a good point that you brought up, Darius. Is I think people take it as like, let's say hypothetically, Darius, me and you are debating a certain topic in Star Wars, for instance. Like let's take it a step further. You know more about the EU than I do. Like you know like a bit more than I do. Like I know a lot, but you know a lot. Like, and I'm like, okay, Darius, I'm not knowledgeable.
Yeah,
it requires a great deal of humility. It doesn't mean either one of us is less of a fan. That's the flip side of that, where it's like, well, you're not a true fan if you don't read every single issue of every single rebooted comic line of every.
Listen, dude, I work. I got I got 2 full-time jobs. Like,
I work, mofo.
If I'm gonna be real with you, with Star Wars, I don't read every single book or comic. First of all, Wikipedia exists. You can just get a Cliff Notes version of stuff that happens.
And they have their own too, so
and it takes way less time, but you know what happened.
Yeah,
like, that's simple.
And also, I do want to stress this important point. I've talked about this before, and I'll use Cobra Kai as an example because it's funny. A big reason of like, oh, Jacob, you called it. Well, because I work. I work. So by definition, I don't need the show to carry on. I can end. I work. Got to work, and that's also important. Yeah. We have stuff we got going on, like whether it be work, family, whatever the case may be. Hey, Natalie, what's up? We've all got stuff that is going on. So sometimes you can't cram everything in. Like I can't read every comic book in existence.
Yeah.
Because you'd be there for.
There's no way. There's no way.
Also, comics are also expensive. Comics are also expensive as shit.
So they are indeed. And how many times have we seen a character?
$1.50 can add up real quick.
Adam could be a character in a comic line, then it's rebooted, and then rebooted again 4 times.
That's the thing about comics, where
and then rebooted, and then Danny takes over.
It is not. So they rebooted. It's retcon. See what you did there. Like comics is like this. It's rebooted. It's retcon. And another writer comes in. And it's like, yo, but it actually did happen. By the way, I unretconned it. And then someone else comes in and retcons it. Like, bro, what is it?
Yeah, that's basically what it is. Like, Young Ripper even talked about that. He said, like, the thing about comic books is like there's so much reboots on everything. Like you're coming in. Like you're trying to be a fan. Like, hey, I just finished watching the Batman movie. I want to know about Batman. Like, where do I start? Well, boom! Like,
Natalie, I'm the same. I love podcasts.
The thing is, John Bertha, watch it. Yeah, watch this. Hey,
I ain't that guy.
Hold up a minute.
I ain't that guy, Red.
But no,
I ain't that guy, Red.
I remember, like,
the Oreo's fucked up now.
I've said this to like you guys plenty of times. When people claim to know the character, and then they say, this isn't the character. It happens a lot with Batman and Spider-Man. It's like, you don't know the character.
Have you ever read a comic?
Have you ever read a comic?
Yeah.
Have you ever watched an episode of a show even?
I mean, like, let's just...
The characters change all the time, so like...
I'll use this as an example for context, and I know you guys do it to troll me because it's funny. I've talked about why I don't put Adam West in the same conversation as the others ad nauseum for many reasons. But let me finish with the... But at the time, that was accurate to Batman. Batman was a campy character. That's where context is important. And it takes a special kind of non-normie to understand that. And I know you're just trolling over there. I know what you're doing.
Gee Willikers, Danny.
Gee Willikers. No. I'll tell you what. On a quick side, it's like, gee Willikers, Batman. We need to save the day. Good thinking, Robin. It's like, no shit. Like, I mean,
jumping jellyfish. There's a bomb. I can see it.
Like, what? Like, we need to save the day.
Let's go, old chum.
Batman was just all right. Anyway, it's not important.
No.
Let's go, old chum.
The point that I was making,
God damn it.
The point is that I was making is understanding different timelines of where the character has been at in history. That's also.
Meanwhile, at the Kings of Pop Culture,
we're here. I'm sorry. We're here. We're here, Danny. Isn't that right? We're here. We're here. It's more.
Yes, it is.
A lot of these characters coincide to like what's going on in the time. So like in the 90s, every comic book character was edgy because
it was edge.
Edgy was cool in the 90s.
Every music, every movie, every game.
Better about myself being an edgy, depressed teenager because I'm rebelling against the system.
Bro, even Spider-Man was edgy in the 90s.
Yep.
That's how
and he's supposed to be a geek.
After the Raimi trilogy, Sony wanted to have David Fincher direct the next Spider-Man film. People don't realize that.
Please, God, no.
You would have got 7 with Spider-Man. Oh boy.
No, see, another thing that also ties into this is a bit later on. Think about how many people didn't know who Guardians of the Galaxy were, and now all of a sudden everybody's like, I'm Guardians of the Galaxy daft. You're like, no.
I think we can all agree, right? We're all Marvel fanboys. Obviously, we know there's levels to each of our fandoms.
Well,
but hang on, whoa. With regards to, I know where you're going with that, but with regards to, like, I know where you're going with that. We know. But with regards to, like, the levels, we know that. But at the same time, we all
nobody know who.
Hypothetically, Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, Danny, your X-Men, further Spider-Man and his Rogues Gallery, and then maybe Adam. I don't know, freaking the main Avengers. Like we all know our stuff, you know, or individual things. None of us knew who the fudge the Guardians were. Like, let's be real here. No one really.
They were D-list characters. I knew who Rocky Raccoon was.
I knew of them, but like I didn't know them. Like, you know,
individual characters, but as a cohesive,
I knew Rocket because Rocket was in Marvel vs. Capcom. That's where I knew him from.
Oh yeah, he was sick in that.
Yeah.
But
I mean, you got to thank James Gunn for making it popular. They took a chance on a franchise that wasn't really that.
Dude, even like Iron Man and Captain America, people don't remember this, but Iron Man and Cap were like C-list.
D-list.
Yep.
C-list, D-list.
People knew who they were, but they were like, "Oh yeah, Iron Man's cool, I guess." Like no one really. That wasn't anybody's favorite.
I mean, that title belonged to the X-Men. Fantastic.
On that note,
I'm
glad you brought that up, Darius, because we talk about this all the time. With Marvel, it's always been Spider-Man, X-Men,
Fantastic Four.
That's it.
And Hulk. And Hulk as number 5.
Hulk is his own thing, yeah.
And
Hulk's a 50-50.
And to a lesser extent, Daredevil, but yeah.
So, pretty in the 90s, he really got but
I mean, not according to Universal, but you know.
Yeah. Bring me back to life. What? Go ahead.
Jesus Christ. Banger of a tune. Like Cap and Iron Man. And I'm gonna say, I say this in context. Chris Evans.
Preference it. You need to preference this. Like
Chris Evans and RDJ made those roles. They made them. They made the characters bigger than what they used to be.
Let's not pretend anyone really cared about Captain Iron.
Like, bro, I'm gonna be real with you. Captain America was known
that they did.
Captain America was a patriotic symbol. He was literally a propaganda character.
He was a yes man. He was just like, yes, boss. Yes.
It was a propaganda.
So what's it called? Like, I mean, literally, like Iron Man was like a 50-50. Like if Iron Man did not do good at the box office, Marvel would have been like bankrupt forever. That was their last shot. They took a chance.
A lot of MCU fans, they're lying when they say I've been an Iron Man, a Captain. No, you're a Cap
since 2008. Yeah,
2008. Yeah.
You're an MCU fan.
Sure. MCU fan.
This is what I always ask someone: are you a Marvel fan? Right, since 2008.
Because there is a difference between Marvel fan and MCU. They may have the same Marvel.
They overlap.
But there's a difference between MCU.
There's huge differences. Like the Civil War you see on screen is not the one in the comic.
Thank God for that, right?
Until you used to watch those movies that were in the mid 2000s where we had to struggle with superhero movies. Don't come to me.
MCU fans, I want you to count your blessings. The amount of shit that we've had to go through to get to.
Okay, the MCU can be disappointing now, but I saw Ghost Rider 2 in theaters, bro.
I saw the Incredible Hulk. I saw the Incredible Hulk. Try that.
It's better with the deleted scenes.
That's better than Ghost Rider 2. That's better than Ghost Rider 2. Ghost Rider 2 is
better with the deleted scenes.
Wait, hold on. You know what?
It's alright.
Wait, which Hulk do you mean? Do you mean the 03 one or the 08 one?
The Ang Lee one.
03.
Okay.
03 was bearable, but it's just the CGI's bad.
I thought you meant
that whole CGI, the weird like comic visuals with the page would turn. I'm like, well, what is going on? Like, this shit was weird.
That's the mirror scene. That's it. There's only one good scene.
Yeah.
And the Hulk dogs, that was cool.
I thought you meant the 08 or 09.
Nah, 08 was cool. That was cool.
Remember, the 2003 was just called Hulk. Then the 2008 was the Incredible Hulk. Just so you can specify better.
It's like
my bad, guys. Like, but
Also, the 90s Fantastic Four. The less said about that, the better.
Silver Surfer who?
90s Captain America. Bro, if you want to see watch 90s Captain America, dude.
God.
Oh, my God. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Dude, like, I'll put it this way. People don't understand. Like, when the X-Men movies came, like, live action, that was like, oh my goodness. When Blade first came on the screen, that was like, oh my goodness. Like, this is edgy.
And it was R-rated as well, which was not common for Marvel movies ever. So
let's be real.
Thank you, Rodney.
Let's be real. After Superman in the 70s and to Batman in like the 80s, like superhero movies were bad after that. Like they were like terrible for like a decade after that. Like
why should I worry? Why should I
if
care?
it wasn't Superman or Batman, it wasn't good. Like that's pretty much what it was.
It's like because like let's be honest, like I hate to say it, like those Batman movies from the 80s and the 90s, they're just guilty pleasure movies now. Like they are not. They're not.
They didn't hold up, bro. They didn't hold up. They didn't.
I mean, that's why I just said.
Whose idea was it to give them bat nipples? Come on, what?
I'm just saying, like, people get on the Joe Schumacher Batman films, but let's talk about Tim Burton. Like, he wasn't always all the way out of the woods either. Like, he had Bruce Wayne falling from the.
You can say this because we are a multicultural group. Like, what happened to Michael Keaton's Batman?
He got whooped by Afrocentric man.
Like with Star Wars fans, Jacob, like, did you see the Ewok movies? Because you guys saying that's the worst thing to happen to Star Wars. You see the Ewok movies, bro?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I have my issues.
The holiday special.
The sequel. Oh,
the holiday special, man.
I am never watching that shit again as long as I live.
Bro, the Ewok movies, bro. Those movies are so weird. I thought, like, I imagined watching them. I didn't think they were real. I was like, bro, there's no way that was real.
But like, what's it called? Let's say a little bit of positive things. Okay, so like, there's nothing
No, let's stay negative. Like,
let's get negative.
No.
Yeah,
get negative now.
I was gonna set you up for the Power Rangers thing. Like, I was setting you up for the Power Rangers, Jacob. Like how like they brought back Power Rangers, and now you got people
I'm on the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger.
Yes, like I know a little bit about Power Rangers, but I'm a normie. I'm
a normie with that too.
I watched like 4 series. I watched
and look at this.
I watched a lot.
I watched Mighty Morphin, obviously.
I want everyone who's watching this to take heed of what they're saying.
I literally only watched one.
They're saying they've watched it, but they're also willing to sit back and go, you know what? We're not as knowledgeable on the subject matter. That's how it's done. Not everything needs to be conversated by everyone.
The most because I was into Power Rangers for too long. Like, I'll admit that. I was into it for too long. I was still like 14. Like, yeah, Power Rangers, let's go.
Yeah, I mean, but that's what I'm saying. It's like the new special that came back out. It's like it's like for new fans and old fans. It's mostly for the old fans, but you can introduce new people to it, and like you just gotta like kind of explain it to them. Like, yo, this was like. You know, Power Rangers is cheap.
For all the complaints that people have about, whoopsie daisy. For all the complaints that people have about it, but that's Power Rangers.
It's cheesiness. It's meant to be cheesy. Like, it's not meant to be taken seriously.
Any episode of Power Rangers has always been cheesy. It's even the later seasons. It might have had a more complex story, but it still had the major cheese. That's what makes Power Rangers Power Rangers.
Speaking about Power Rangers, if you don't know, there's a million YouTube videos about the lore. Just watch it. Just do it. It takes 15 minutes.
Just do it.
Just do it. Like, I get it. You don't want to watch 20 seasons. Fair. Like, just watch.
I don't blame you.
Like, watch 20 seasons.
Some of them don't matter. To be real.
No, it's true. Like, as a kid, like a lot of them, because they're all serialized, you don't really notice it as much. But when you're older, like, it's more apparent. So it's there are ways around it. I'm just saying.
Seasons you can completely
Zach was my dude in that special, man. Fucking.
Yeah. There's like like the first 4 seasons, the first 4 or 5 seasons, that's canon. Like that's an actual story. That's an actual story. Like, don't skip those. Like, after that, you can like miss a couple.
Watch all of Mighty Morphin. Watch the beginning of Turbo, the end of Turbo. You can skip halfway.
Watch Jungle Fury because they
you forgot about Zero.
Zeo.
Zeo.
I forgot Zeo. Watch all of Zeo.
Yep.
Watch In Space and then.
Well, hold on. I was gonna say no. First, you gotta watch Mighty Morphin. Then you need to watch Alien Rangers. Then you watch Zeo. Then Turbo. Well, Alien Rangers kind of connects them to the Zero stuff, so that's what I was just saying.
It does, but like not until the very tail end of it, because it's still, you can go to the end of that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, it's like people wonder, like, where and then like, of course, then you got after Zero, Turbo, and then Space is like closes the Zordon era, and then you move on to the next one. Like, there you go, you got your Power Ranger knowledge.
Where the Disney era, when that comes in, the Disney era, like, you can watch any season because it does not tie into any other ones ever again.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, the canon is all over the place. They still haven't explained. You could go ask a Power Ranger. Yeah, you can ask a Power Ranger fan that's like knows all about Super Sentai, all it. Like, they know the whole entire history about Power Rangers, but they don't know anything about the morphing grid. No one can give you a cohesive answer.
I watched the lore video on it. I was like, wait, huh? Like what?
Makes no sense.
There is no explanation for it. It changes. It changes when they see fit. It has to change.
Changes whenever the story needs it.
It's like the Lazarus Pit in Batman. It just shows up when it's needed. You know.
Yes.
By convenience, it's an Ex Machina.
Oh yeah, Dino Thunder because it's on me. Hell yeah.
Oh no, Dino Thunder is a good series, but there's a lot of them that are good. It's just that a lot of them are not necessary.
Dino Thunder is like the Cobra Kai of Power Rangers. If you want to be 100, right?
I love the intimacy of that show. Is that like it doesn't focus on a huge roster. Like it's a small condensed team. Like I like that.
Yeah. About three went to 5 or whatever. It's like the White Ranger and the Black Dino Ranger.
I mean, that was my G, man. Fucking
yeah. So, but you know,
his voice would go from like this to "Bring it on." Oh,
yeah.
It was a good representation of like someone switching between two sort of mind states.
And I prefer his morph because they go Dino Thunder power up. He just goes White Ranger Dino.
Oh,
yeah. It's amazing. And then like Tommy, like my thing was this. Like I don't mean to go on a Power Rangers lore, but like
that's what he was.
No, Tom. I'm surprised that Tommy didn't give him a chance at first. He should be the first one to know. Like you know what?
Yeah, Tommy.
I can't talk. It's like I can't talk.
I'm pretty sure you had a very similar arc, Tommy. Are you forgetting this? Did you get amnesia?
Because he was saying like we can't trust him. Like, whoa, hold on, Tommy. Like, okay, sir. Like, wait a minute, hold on. Like,
do you think, actually, if you think logically, do you think they would have ended up trusting Tommy if it wasn't for Kimberly? Because Kimberly basically had a big massive crush, and she was the one that was like, no, we can. She kept Tommy. On.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
Maybe Trent just needed one of them.
Yeah. So that's basically what it was. But you know, I guess we can move on to the next subject.
Yes, we can indeed. But yeah, it was good to touch upon that. We'll definitely touch upon some more Power Rangers in future. Add that onto the list, Danny, me, you, and Adam.
Okay, for sure.
Next topic. What is the next topic, Danny?
We are talking about the Batman.
You watch how RJ comes back now.
And then, like, we're going to be talking about... He's going to have food. But we're also going to be talking about, like, some of the villains that are... Well, Clayface is confirmed, I believe. Am I right, Darius and Adam? Like, isn't he?
I'm pretty sure, and that's what's making me actually excited for this movie. Finally.
It's like Clayface. Like, I'm not sure about Poison Ivy, and I'm not sure about Scarecrow, but like they were like talked about too in like some of the rumors. But I believe Clayface is definitely confirmed to be in this.
Deadline reported on that one. Deadline knows their stuff. Deadline has.
They do.
Yeah, if Deadline reports it, it's pretty much 98% true.
Deadline and Variety. Whenever those two do it, it's true. Like it's pretty much true.
Yeah, it's like 99.9% true.
Unless if it's not, someone told them some bad info. That's pretty much
yeah. But for the most part. But man, I'm gonna be 100, dude. If we're getting Clayface, I'm happy because you know what?
It's nice to see something different.
It's something nice to see something different. You know what I'm saying?
Called it. We called it again.
Yeah.
I have to say this. WB. You see what happens when you don't force the Joker in everywhere? See what happens? You get cool stuff.
You might actually make a movie that will make more money.
I'm so glad they didn't. I'm so glad they didn't force a Joker into this because some people wanted that. Some people like, I want to see the Joker again. Like, we just again, bro. Like,
talk about the best topic of the stream. I see.
Oh, yes. Here we go. You know
I'm
what?
so glad
in the Matt Reeves universe.
In the what universe, RJ?
In the Matt Reeves universe.
In the best universe.
It's like
this guy just going just do
but man, look,
enjoy it.
Dude, I'm excited because like as a hardcore Batman fan, as much as like all the other villains were cool in the Rose Gallery, like I want to see like more villains like Clayface, Mr. Freeze, Man Bat, Carface. Like I want to see the talking puppy, man. That would be funny, bro. He'll fit right into this universe.
Mad Hatter, bro. Let's see my boy
Mad Hatter.
I would even settle for Calendar Man, even though he's less known.
Firefly.
Hell, I'll even go for
get Firefly in there.
Firefly, hell
dude. I'll even spot you one like Kite Man. Let's get Kite Man up in there, dog. Like
Condiment King.
Yeah.
Oh, Danny.
Yes.
This
Condiment King.
Danny, this one's for you.
Christ.
The Phantasm.
I am fat.
Yes.
The Phantasm.
Yes.
Who else?
Fat man.
KGB.
Oh, black and white background.
Oh my goodness, dude! Like the Phantasm. If
Black
that
and
was
white background.
okay, James Gunn or Matt Reeves. I'm asking you, like, I am asking you so much.
Dang.
Can I get the live action Phantasm on screen? I don't care what universe she's in.
Well,
like,
Danny,
I just want it.
Like we get to be the first people to ever tell you this.
You're not.
I know.
Not getting.
Wait, I was going to say something else.
That was a bit of a mixed message, guys.
I was like, it'd be nice though. Because think about it, man. You don't have to necessarily copy the mask of the Phantasm story, dude. You can literally like switch it up, bro. You can have it like have like 3 or 4 or 5 people like can be like you can guess who's the Phantasm. That's what I would do. Look.
Also, that's the one thing about like Clayface coming in. There's like 3 or 4 different origins for Clayface. So what one are they going to give him?
Apparently,
I think
they're gonna do the Stone Age Clayface. I think the Golden Age, not the Golden Age.
Golden Age.
But
like the one where he switches masks or whatever.
That and he was like a
Celery killer
in the movie business, and he like
they
could do that. They could combine both Clay versus a Clayface. But
correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't there a Clayface where he's basically an actor and he like takes it too far? He's like a method actor. He takes it way too far.
Yeah, there is one.
That's Clayface's main story. He's always going to be an actor.
That's the Golden Age Clayface.
Yeah,
then there's the animated take where it's like he was a cop that like got hot with something and then be turned into Clayface.
It's like, man, that was like to this day. Like, if you guys remember the animated series where like they held him down and like they poured all that stuff down his throat, bro. I was like, oh my goodness, that still is scary as hell, man. Like,
that was pretty dark, man.
There are some rumors about
that was dark as hell. I was surprised they didn't,
About part 2, there's rumors that Joker will be in it, but he won't be a main character. Like he'll have.
No! Can we just leave him in Arkham?
You know what? As long as hold on. Is there someone him in Arkham? Is he in Arkham still?
Dang, we talked about this.
Hold on.
Fucking hell! I bring up Joker, and this one happens.
Hold on. I need to rant a minute. Like I said before, oh my god, he's in the jail cell at the end of the Batman. It means he's gonna be. Hold on, just chill, relax, breathe. It simply could mean they're setting him up for a future story. We don't need to pay it off right away.
Yes.
Set the Joker up for the long term. Don't pay it off in the second, third movie. Do it like
Thanos the villain in Division 2?
They're definitely not going to do that.
Yeah.
I'm saying a role could mean he go visits him in Arkham and asks him questions. Like that's what it could be. Like that was supposed to happen in the Batman. Danny, we're here.
Yeah.
Here.
We're here.
We're here.
We're here.
Shut up. All right.
But I think Clayface should be.
What you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, Clayface has to be in here.
Very refreshing. I mean, we'll definitely talk about that next week as well. It's very refreshing. Like, and when we get to next week, of course, we can talk about other things. But it's very refreshing to have someone next week. Very refreshing to have a different villain for once. That's not, oh, I'm gonna test the Batman. I'm very fascinated to see how Matt Reeves is gonna do Clayface because now this is where this could be a subject of great debate.
Ooh.
Will he take the more Christopher Nolan approach to Clayface, or will he take the more like classic traditional?
I think he's gonna blend the two.
He's gonna blend the two because here's the thing. I think this man directed Planet of the Apes, and
that got pretty out there by the end of it. There was
So he could definitely I think he can blend it too. Like he might not make Clayface this big blob monster, but he can make him like a monster, like.
Yeah, he can have some deformities or whatever. Like he.
I want him to like a messed up person. Like he can't kind of like the Uncanny Valley where like his face doesn't look real. It looks like fake.
Kind
of messed up. Like that'd be kind of creepy if he's like,
he's
trying to be a person, but it kind of gets like stuck halfway through.
Like make it
I wouldn't be
a mixture of like prosthetic and CGI, so then it makes it look better.
Just looks just unnatural. Like it looks that much unnatural.
I would not be surprised if he takes like the celebrity's mental health route with Clayface too, or whatever. Like
because if Riddler was basically like what happens when the system like messes you, like fucks you over. Like this would be like what happens when, like a celebrity kind of loses their mind. Like they don't have support system. They kind of like
go off the rails.
Also, like I think that Matt is doing, he's keeping the focus on Batman. So, like, I think that
Batman centric,
very Batman centric, and I like that. What I hope that
which is how you do villains, Sony.
Yeah,
don't bring them up. And they're having their 15 minutes of fame right
now. Yeah, they're having their panel right now. So let's not talk about them until later.
Craven trailer, boys.
Release.
I just want to quick say, the word that I can't say it because demonetized. The C word, Craven the T. Craven the T.
Yeah.
You can't say it, but Carry on.
Yeah.
What I hope they do is that they have this villain because they keep in the first film they talked about like it's so much because Coulson before he died he was telling Batman, it's so much bigger than you could ever imagine. So
you're corruption is bigger. America to sign his cards as well.
Corruption with Gotham and how it is, it's so much bigger.
Yeah.
So I think like this could maybe lead to Court of Owls. Like I'm hoping that it's something like that.
Because I think what's gonna happen in the for like going forward with the Batman lore, because we could tie in the Penguin stuff too into it too, since that trailer dropped too.
Yes.
So like definitely, I have a vibe that Harvey's gonna make his way into Gotham soon. Like it's coming. Like Harvey Dent is coming. Like you know what I'm saying. Definitely.
Two projects.
Definitely, I have a vibe that you can put Hugo Strange and Scarecrow working with each other. Like
you know what I want to see though? I want to see Black Mask, bro. He's so different in this universe.
Yeah,
I think you need to give Ian
see Black Mask in live action.
Dude, I know he's really, really old, but you know who make a good Black Mask?
Me.
Yeah. Al Pacino.
Oh. If he was in his heyday, oh my god.
10 out of 10 casting.
Yeah, but then at that point, you'd need to have him cross over with Penguin just because I want to see that interaction between, hey, take it easy, sweetheart. Like, I need to see.
I think Miles Teller would make a great Black Mask.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think Miles Teller would kill it.
Goodness gracious, great mask of fire. That's a good shout.
Yeah.
He's riding the comeback trail.
We should also get Hangman as Harvey Dent.
Glenn Powell
would be perfect.
He's around the same age as Pattinson too. Oh
yeah.
Glenn Powell
hire us.
Him or Anthony Starr.
Or like and Anthony Starr as Harvey Dent too.
Jacob as probably one of the Robins.
Hell, if he wasn't Harvey, he could be a good Black Mask too. Anthony Starr.
Anthony Starr could play anybody, dude.
He could play Anthony Starr got range, so like he can literally play anybody.
Range, unlike certain actresses and actors out there, that just.
I mean, I'm not sure if she's gonna. RJ, didn't you tell me that Poison Ivy is probably not gonna be in this one?
Yeah, I don't think she'll be in it.
No, I don't think she will. So basically, like these scoopers.
Oh
are
god,
like
here we go.
Saying like, Hush, Joker, Riddler, Penguin.
Wait, did you just say scoopers?
Yeah,
scoopers.
So you mean the ones that are simping for Poison Ivy, not actually following the actual real sources? They're just hoping.
No, they're the ones that said that she's not going to be in it.
Yeah,
they're also very weird.
Yeah.
No, I think Poison Ivy. She's going to be the DCU Batman. She's not going to be.
Yeah.
Because
I don't know. Because
I mean, with them doing Clayface, you never know.
Yeah.
Because the thing is like if Matt Reeves wants to go fantastic, he's probably gonna have to do like he has to like kind of inch it in. Like he can't go full out in this movie. He has to say like there is some elements of it or whatever.
what I want, and I'm gonna bring it up, Danny. You're gonna be, I want a Robin. I know we're getting a Damien. I want a Robin in Matt Reeves' universe. It fits.
I understand.
Like I know we talk about it. We talk about it every day, bro. Like I
understand, but like James Gunn already said, like he probably already talked to Matt, like, yo, man, like I'm gonna need all them Robins, dog. I'm gonna need all them Robins. Like
he could take all the Robins, but that should not.
Can he just get one? Can Matt just get one Robin?
And then it all goes down to did Matt even want one too? It just all depends on like what his plan is.
I hope he does, because if
it's not a part of his plan, then so be it. I can't.
Yeah.
See, the one thing though is that I always say it as well, is the one thing people forget about the necessity of the story of Batman. Yes, he's the Vengeance. Yes, he's the Knight. But he gets a Robin eventually. We never see him. And when we did,
like Robin, if you want to be 100, like Robin is basically Batman's hope to like get his humanity back, kind of like.
Robin. I'm not saying Robin should be in the second one, but the
Robin is what keeps Batman grounded. Without Robin, Batman goes the other way.
Because what I love in the first one.
Thank you, Jason Todd.
At the end of the first one, he said. At the end, Bruce says, "I need to."
It's not his fault. Blame the.
I need to change what I'm doing. I need to become a symbol of hope. So also not just as Batman, but as Bruce can be a symbol of hope for for a Robin, for a kid, a Dick Grayson.
Because if you look what the bird of a Robin is, it's like peaceful, it's graceful, like what I'm saying. It's like
Yeah, I know. Like people like to rag on Robin is like, all Robin can do is be in it. Like, no, Robin's legit. Like, come on.
Robin
depends on which Robin.
Nightwing here, Nightwing.
Like, yes. Also, the funny thing is,
Daredevil and Batman mixed together.
Yeah. How many times will you hear someone say that about a Robin, right? But fine well, these people that are saying this about Robin would kick their ass.
They don't read comics. This goes back to what we were saying about normies. They don't read comics, because from Tim Drake to Jason Todd to Dick Grayson to Damian Wayne, each one of them puts in smoke.
Yep.
Yeah. And they're all different. Like they grow up to be different people. Like they're not the same person.
I mean, like when Batman is like, going around the city with Dick, and they're like, going on missions and shit, and they're going on missions. They're going on missions, and growing and evolving as a duo. And then it's when Mr. Grayson comes into his own.
Richard Grayson, yes.
I mean, they knew what they were doing when they called him Dick anyway. Like, I mean, Jesus Christ. He comes into his own and he's Nightwing. Then you got Jason Todd, who really becomes Red Hood. So by definition, Damian and Tim are the two Robins in that sense. Like, they really sort of, because Grayson goes Nightwing.
Well, Tim Drake saves Batman from quitting Batman, so he's like really important or whatever. But Damian,
Stephanie Brown basically brings Batman back,
and Damian is basically Batman's like saying like, okay, I'm a dad now, like this child's illegitimate. But if you know the lore and how Damian got born, you
can't say it on YouTube, basically.
Watch Son of Batman. Shit, watch that movie. It gives you the whole entire story. Like, I'm not gonna tell you get demonetized or whatever, but
we don't.
It's like let's just say Talia and Batman. Well, Batman did not want to play with Talia that night, but she wanted to play with Batman. Anyway, so like,
Daddy.
Well, I guess he redefined what it meant to be in the League of Shadows. How, like those old school cartoons, there's be a shadow on the wall. Like we knew what they were doing.
Oh god! You just reminded me.
Damn, he has some strong ass drinks. That's what happened.
Good comes America's day.
Yeah.
Danny, you know what you just said about like the shadows? You know what that reminded me of the Nightwing and the Harley thing?
Oh my goodness, dude! Yeah. Do we have to bring up that movie? Like,
no.
Did we have to bring up that movie? Like, oh Lord. You remember Batman and Harley Quinn?
Jesus Christ.
You remember that one?
up. The PTSD is real.
Vaguely, I try to kind of forget it.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, like I was saying, it's like, oh yeah, and another thing, we don't need to have Harley Quinn. We don't need to have Harley Quinn in this universe either.
No, we don't.
Joker and Harley Quinn can go away now. Like, we've had too many iterations.
Now, you know what? I wouldn't mind Harley Quinn showing up, so then Joker can just go bang, and then bloody just pop her off.
She's gonna be in the DC. She's gonna be in the DCU anyway. Yeah.
Because at this point, we've seen so many iterations of the same character. Everybody's got their own definitive edition, whoever it be. Some people say Heath Ledger, some say Cameron from Gotham, some will say Jack Nicholson because it's the first. Right, we've seen all the different takes on Joker. Can we get a new character, please? Just please. I'm sick of this. Like, also, who, like, sorry to the Joker too, but who asked for you? Because Axel certainly didn't. Another Joker and another Harley. How many versions are we going to get?
I want to see Mr. Freeze done right.
Yes.
Yeah. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Batman.
I can see you. I can see your.
It's a fruit.
Took out the dinosaur. The Ice Age.
Get out now.
The cool ice.
Ice cold. We can use this to kind of leapfrog into the Penguin.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have a lot. Like, this whole DC bit is just purely your bit, really. So
the Penguin.
The Penguin's gonna be one of the best shows ever.
Straight into it. Straight into it very much. These two topics kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah.
It's like DC.
You know what? I will say this though. It's nice to be talking positively about DC for once.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say this. Marvel, y'all better step your game up on your TV shows because DC.
Marvel be very afraid. Very afraid.
This is a crime. I send like each
Take
set
it easy,
photo.
sweetheart.
Take it easy, sweetheart.
Oh, whoopsie daisy.
This man sends me a set photo every time, and I'll be like, oh.
Each time, bro, I see a set photo of like Colin Farrell and the Penguin. Like the other day, he was like, looked like he looked like Scarface. Like
he had the threads.
Yes, bro. Like this is going to be a mob gangster.
I'm sorry.
Now, this is the Penguin that I like. I like this Penguin.
This is the Sopranos in DC, baby.
I like this Penguin, man. Like,
got yourself going.
He's actually got normal hands, which I like as well.
Sorry, Danny.
I got you. I got you.
Freaking psycho.
I'm sorry. Every time I saw that version of Danny DeVito's hand, it just reminded me of Scary Movie of like, take my strong hand.
I want to fill your void.
They have HBO. That is what DC has. Marvel. They have HBO. HBO does not miss when it comes to shows.
HBO does not miss.
Home box office, baby.
Box office.
It does not miss, and it does not stream in the UK.
Can't say the same for. I mean, it doesn't miss, but I can't say the same for Disney Plus though.
Yeah.
This show, I don't know how many episodes it's gonna be.
I think it's gonna be 8.
8. Oh, that's enough. That's
not too long, not too short. That's a perfect length.
Less is more.
That's a good number. A good number.
Less. I like less.
It's like you gotta see, dude. Look what DC has for their shows. You got Superman and Lois killing it, like on free TV. You got the Peacemaker series that killed it last year. You have now you have the Penguin coming for the throne too. I'm like, and
we've
Marvel, you better watch out.
Times there's not every DCU project that comes out we're all gonna like, but if they have a consistent roadmap and plan, Marvel, you're gonna get your butt spanked.
Let's put it this way: already talking about these shows. Think about the last Marvel show you were actually excited to watch. Because I can't remember one.
That was Hawkeye, and that was about a year or two ago now.
Exactly. So let's just be honest.
Here's the thing.
I only watch Hawkeye once a year.
This show is going to make us root for a villain properly.
Yeah.
I like that.
And we're going to sympathize with him. And it's going to be about the Penguin, but also lay the groundwork for part 2 of the Batman. That's how you keep it about the star character with the title card and set up future installments. This is how you do it. It's done,
dude. And like I have to give Matt Reeves his props because he got the Penguin correct. The Penguin is like a straight up like narcissist type of dude. Like he acts like like basically if Bruce didn't care about nobody, like he was a rich person that just did not care. Like that's the Penguin or whatever. Like, you know, so
what I love he's that trailer, he came out that truck and he's guns are blazing. Yo, what's good? Like that's Oz. That's like it's Oz done right.
He's a because like the thing is the Penguin talks like he's already like first class. Like he already talks like he already has it. Like he's already manifesting himself to be the top boss in Gotham, bro. So
like if he's giving him his own show, he's still got big plans for him in the future.
Yeah.
What the hell are you laughing?
You know what? I would not be surprised if like Penguin is basically like the Scarecrow of this of this series. Like he's gonna be in every single movie or whatever.
But bigger, like
bigger role.
Also, a She-Joker's already happened, Cool Game Boy, and no.
A what?
We don't need She-Joker.
It mentioned a She-Joker, and obviously
that's
I'm not going to mention the show because that's not going to get mentioned on here. But there's a certain show that they've done that, and it's just not good. Just no.
Oh yeah, that one. Nah, we don't talk about that. We ain't talking about that.
Definitely not.
We're talking about good content right here.
Yes, we're talking about positive content.
About that stuff.
Dude, and I already told RJ this. At the end of the Penguin show, like I want him to get like his all black suit with the white with the black bow tie with the white shirt, and like he has the gloves or whatever. He has the purple. He has the purple purple wrap around his belt or whatever, and then like old boy with the afro hands him his top hat. He says like, nah, not my thing. Like, it's like he gets the little.
I think that it's going to be nice to root for a villain for once, and it's also going to be refreshing to see it properly. It's also refreshing to not see it be like, okay, this is the bad guy. You need to root for him. It's like, okay, no, let's show you how he came to be. Let's show you his process. And let's give you some real gang shit, you know, in Gotham. Like some real mafia type level stuff, you know.
And I think,
hey, take it easy, sweetheart.
Take it easy, sweetheart.
I think like after, I think the Penguin show will set up the Batman 2, and the Batman 2 is probably gonna set up the GPD show. Like Gotham,
the Gotham City Police Department. Sweet.
Yeah. And for the Gotham Police Department, I told RJ this, yo man, we need a live action of Harley Bullock, man. Yeah. It's overdue.
Yes.
We need a live action of Harley Bullock, man. Like,
also with the GCPD show, that could be like a prequel, and you could have a Harvey Dent.
You can have Harvey Dent. You can have Montoya. You can have Bullock or whatever, and you have Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah, Adam's laugh, bro. What the fuck was that?
Adam, what the hell was that?
Trust me, you would have a weird laugh if you saw what I fucking seen.
But point being, I also am looking forward to this show really sort of setting because we know Matt Reeves is a very beginning, middle, and end storyteller. So it communicates to me that once he's fleshed out this universe and whatever else, it will be like the keys will be left to other people and other devices. So this will be a good sort of tester, if you will, to see what like what that translates to in this show without Matt Reeves being such a huge component of it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which I think is important because Matt Reeves' like approach to Batman is only year 1 or 2. Is it 2? Yeah. 2. Yeah, 2. I did
year 2.
Year 2.
It's a year 2. Damn it, I'm being. What's going on? So it's a year 2. It's very early on. This Batman could go on for freaking years.
Yeah.
If done right.
Batman. DCU
if it's
Batman,
done right.
Formality for Justice League purposes. Matt Reeves Batman, you're the Batman.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's just the way it is.
That's just the way it is.
That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. Next week.
I'll say this, like, man, if the Russo brothers do the Batman movie, I don't know, man.
I have some thoughts on that topic.
It's like if the Russos do the Batman Brave and the Bold movie, I'm interested. Like, I'm interested.
I off a lot of MCU fans when I say this. I do. Let me explain.
I know you were waiting to say it. I was just like, I'll put you out your misery. I'll say it for you.
Now, listen, with the Russo brothers,
obviously, we did talk about at the start saying
you did it again.
We did talk about saying the word overrated and people not giving it any context. So with that being said, RJ, please give the normies the context for your statement, please.
When it comes to the Russo brothers, I think they are very good directors when it comes to Marvel. I think they work really well with Feige, and that's like a team, and it coincides like that works. Now, if you were to direct a Batman film, Batman is not just some ordinary character. You have to get him done.
Piss off.
Mm-hmm.
Piss off.
I don't know where that came from, Gareth.
Piss off. Like, you have to get Batman done right. Like, it's not an easy task. It's a daunting task by some directors, but it is what it is. It's Batman.
Don't shave.
It's Batman.
Don't shit. Okay, that was weird. But I don't think that the Russo brothers are the right pick to direct that movie. I would go with someone like maybe Sam Raimi.
Donut.
But for me, the Russo brothers don't have a good filmography outside of the MCU.
That is true.
That's fair. That's fair.
In my opinion.
To be fair, I didn't even know who the Russo brothers was until like Marvel.
I think
they directed 2 movies out after they were done with Endgame, and they weren't very good. Like, the Gray Man is good when it comes to action, but
to be fair, even the title's boring. Gray Man.
I think I'll give them a chance because when I was reading the article, they said like they said that one of their favorite characters is Batman, so they might do right about it. So like that's how I see it. It's like no different than Matt Reeves or whatever. So
I mean,
that's basically how I feel.
If they were to direct it, I'll give them a chance because that's the only thing I can do.
I mean, there's different directors. There's different directors for different styles and whatnot in it.
Because that's what I'm saying. It's like, you know, like if they like, because like they said like
American Pie.
Like they said like they were fans of like X-Men, Spider-Man, Captain. Well, they were big fans of Captain America. Like, let's be honest. Like they made sure Captain America was like straight up like
an Iron Man fanboy out there going, yeah, damn right, tough.
My shield.
But that was my father's shield. I was just about to say.
Didn't have that in the comic.
It's like, but they did say that they're huge Batman fans. So like, okay, if you like, all right, I'll give you a chance because that's all I can give you. Like, you know, because at least that they're fans of comic books. It's not like Tim Burton or whatever that just straight up said like, yeah, I don't read comic books. I think they're kind of stupid or whatever. And like, you know, it's like
source your material. You donut.
I mean, it's just I just think that a lot of MCU fans don't want to say this, but I just think that they only work well with Kevin Feige, and it's
so
like
basically like a guy that's
talking about the Russos
kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like when
because they're allegedly going to be like doing the Batman Brave and the Bold movie for Bat.
It's like this. Am I going to say the Russos are bad directors? Of course not. No, they're not. It's just
there isn't enough proof in the pudding.
I hate to say this, but the MCU gets a lot of crap for holding the director's hands too much and not letting them go outside of a certain box.
There isn't enough proof in the pudding,
which is true to some extent. Some directors need that. Like
it feels like the directors that Marvel get most of the time is like, I'll hold your hand.
Yeah.
And
AKA, I've got a laser pointed at you.
For some directors, that doesn't work. But some directors, it does. Because some directors don't. I'm trying to find a way to phrase this.
Just phrase it.
You gotta preface it. You better preface it.
I'm saying this with full disclosure. I am a film student. I know how hard that shit is. It is not an easy thing. It is an incredibly difficult thing. And I'm not suggesting they're not talented. I'm not suggesting. The Russo brothers are not James Gunn. They're not Ryan Coogler. They're not Sam Raimi.
I'm gonna say it. They're not John Watts either.
They're not.
No, because John Watts.
John Watts is made.
Let me finish. No, if you watch his movies,
slow down. No,
let me finish. If you watch
outside of the MCU, if you watch Cop Car, if you watch
Car and Clown, they're good movies, bro. I'm just saying.
What about? I keep on hearing that Machete could do the Brave and the Bold movie too. Like he's a candidate.
I would be fine with that.
Machete's a good director.
Hey, Machete, if there's anything about that Flash movie that would be half decent, it'd be Machete.
They got a good guy to do it. I'll say that. But
Machete's
the Russos just they work very well with comic movies under a specific set of circumstances. Like they have to be.
Yeah. So you're basically saying that James Gunn is going to have to be there like 24/7.
To be in a situation where they can do stuff without having their hand held.
Give them a plan. Give them a plan. Give them you got to do they execute well. Give them A, B, C, D. They'll do it. But like if you ask them to come up with the plan themselves, it's like
because here's the thing though. Because I said this earlier, Darius. It's like a team with Marvel when they work with Kevin Feige. The Russos, I believe they wanted to kill all the Avengers.
Yeah, they did.
And Feige said no. So like that's where I'm like,
well, that's stupid.
Yeah, that's dumb.
See,
hold on. Is this legit? Wait, is this legitimate?
Yes.
This isn't hearsay.
Yeah. This is where the studio has to step in. Like, whoa, we ain't killing everybody off. Like,
look it up right now. Look it up right now.
This is what I tell people. Is it bad that studios get involved too much? Yes, but sometimes
I got to.
It's for good reasons.
Sometimes it saves your ass.
Yes,
it's the balance of things, basically.
Yeah,
all the OGs off
like,
the board.
I'm a writer.
I'm
a writer. Sometimes I write some dumb shit.
That's an L idea. I'm glad that never came
because
the Russos.
I mean,
you deserve a smack for even
because like I mean, like for the Dark Knight trilogy, Nolan didn't even want the Batmobile, and like one of us was saying, like, "Come on, Nolan, like you know, like
you gotta have the Batmobile. Come on, bro."
To be fair, Batmobile, he did have a Batmobile, but he made it look more like a tank, which I wasn't a big fan of.
I mean,
like,
I thought it was pretty badass. It's like,
Nolan didn't want the Joker to have his classic purple suit or whatever, but the studio had to say, "Yo, no, come on, man, that's Joker. You gotta."
What suit was he gonna give him?
Black.
Right, well, yeah.
So it's just Penguin dressed up as a clown then.
The Russos just like.
I'm going to put an idea out there.
Oh.
They need to. They need a firm hand. They need a guiding hand. The Russos.
So you're basically saying James Gunn is going to have to be their babysitter.
Yeah, and the thing is, I don't know if he wants to do that. He's a busy
because
dude.
the thing is though, Danny,
he's a busy
guy.
They're
all about letting you do what you want.
The difference between Feige and James Gunn is Feige doesn't write the movies. Like James Gunn has to write stuff and keep track of everything else. That's the difference.
And he's all about vision. He's a visionary guy, so he's gonna let directors do what they want, have their vision.
He will let directors do their thing,
which can be good. They can also
and bad.
when you meet with Feige, when directors are lined up to meet with Feige or Gunn, it's gonna be very different. With Feige, it's like, okay, you gotta do this. You can put your own style to it, but you gotta have this in your movie. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. With Gunn, okay, as long as it fits the overall DCU, I'm good. Do what you want in your movie.
And like, it's better. Like, I get why directors might prefer that, like getting to do their own thing. But sometimes
you gotta step in. Like the studio, it's just a relationship, dude. Studio, like, it can't just be all creativity and no business, and it can't just be business and no creativity.
Both, basically,
it has to be a balance of both.
Like I said, like James Gunn. The difference between him and Feige is Feige's job is to oversee that stuff. James Gunn is writing for the universe and overseeing it, so he's gonna be busy. So like, he might not want to hold these directors' hands like that because like you're asking a lot of him to do. Like, you can't have him micromanaging the Brave and the Bold, and also I need to write Superman Legacy. I need to write this. I need to write that. Like, it's a lot.
Yeah. So, well, I guess we'll transition into the Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle.
Yeah, I mean, it was all like
I'm blue,
so just like let's throw it there in there. But yeah, what are you guys hyped for this movie? The one thing I do want to say that I've touched upon a lot is Cobra Kai fans, and we touched upon this at the start. Please stop pretending you're the biggest Blue Beetle fan that's ever read a comic book in their life, because you've never touched a comic book.
Yeah,
stop
and obviously,
stop faking it. Shut up. Stay in your lane.
If you want to go see Blue Beetle, support Solo, of course. But like,
absolutely.
Let's
not
be
go
honest
like,
about
oh my god,
going.
Blue Beetle. Oh my god, that character. OMG. Holy shit. The world isn't ready. It's like you don't know.
The best explanation.
You don't know Jaime Reyes. Just
the best explanation is right. Me and Danny have consumed plenty of animated Batman stuff and a lot of like Teen Titans and Justice stuff. He shows up in maybe one or two of them, and I barely know the character. So if I don't know the character, you don't fucking know the character.
Yeah. I remember the most I remember Blue Beetle, Brave and the Bold, he's popped up like
he was in Young Justice for a little bit. He was in Teen Titans versus the Justice League.
Yep.
And like Teen Titans. Yeah, he was in Justice.
Mm-hmm.
He was also in the second Teen Titans movie. I forgot what that was.
Yeah.
But the Judas Contracts or whatever with Brother Blood. Yeah, with Brother Blood.
Yeah.
That's the main villain. But yeah, for the most part, a lot of people don't know who Blue Beetle is, and what kind of irritated me is like everybody was talking about the trailers too cartoony. I'm like,
that's the point. Blue Beetle.
That's
how they ever.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
All right, for those that don't know, there's two Blue Beetles. Well, really, there's three, but there's two everyone talks about. There's Ted Kord, the classic one, and there's Jaime Reyes, which is
the newer one.
And
yeah.
Ted Kord is buddies with Booster Gold. That's basically his whole thing. He's basically best buddies with Booster Gold. So they're probably going to do that at some point. But like, Jamie's the one. Jamie's the one everyone really knows about because he's the young, funny.
He's the hip one. He's the hip one.
The Spider-Man like one. He's basically Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like that.
And dude, I'm so happy for Sholo because I remember when I first met Jacob or whatever, and like we were like talking about casting, and we said that, you know what, the best person to play Blue Beetle is Sholo, dog.
We spoke it into existence, but we said way back when he would be a great Blue Beetle because we knew of the character, not because we know the character inside and out of nowhere. Humility.
Yeah.
Because let's be real, Miguel is a lot like Jamie. Like the only thing is Jamie's a little bit more like
reserved.
Yeah, he's a little bit more silly. Like he's a little. Jamie's kind of a clown.
Like,
but like, it's good.
I think he's gonna kill as Blue Beetle.
It's a great casting.
It's a role that's made for him. He'll absolutely.
Yeah.
They got to put a good cast in this. Like George Lopez is in there.
Yeah.
Also, one thing I will also give it credit for is the first DC movie that doesn't always have a very dark undertone where everybody's just so depressed all the time.
Yes.
Good on you. Finally.
Yeah.
It's nice to not see this in the trailer, right? You ready?
You
watching?
Wow. Excuse me.
Dude, you don't see the rain coming down too, like, you know, and you hear the hardcore music like
Society.
No.
Dun.
How dare you?
Dare I say, this feels like Homecoming. It feels like Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yes, very much so.
I mean, if you want a Spider-Man for your DCU,
yeah, this is it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Either that or Static Shock.
Yeah.
Flash is Spider-Man in terms of the other aspects.
Or Nightwing could have been a villain as well, because Nightwing's very much like Peter Parker.
Fuck.
I'll say this. Other than the last Batman line thing, I won't even get into it. The trailer was great. I loved it. I loved the whole entire trailer and everything. Like I loved it. Sholo, I'm happy for him. I want him to do good. Go support this boy. Like,
Sholo for sure.
No, seriously, go support this movie. We can't have another Shazam 2 on our hands when no one watches that. Like,
come
on.
You
gotta support this.
Yeah. But yeah, Cobra Kai fans, I'm asking you, don't be that guy. Like,
and also, I do want to say, like, as much as I have ragged on people not faking their fandom and going, "Oh, I'm the biggest fan of Blue Beetle since sliced bread." At the same time, on the flip side of that, I don't want to become a gatekeeper. Like, do go see it, do support it, do hype it up. Just know your lane.
If it does good, it means Sholo might be kept on for longer, and that's good for his career. So please,
once Cobra Kai ends, what's he got?
I think this movie's gonna be good, but even if it's not great, Sholo's gonna be great in it. Like, we know that.
I think this
the rest of the movie sucks, his scenes will be good.
I think
we support it.
This is technically, like, unofficially, this is the first DCU project.
Well, James Gunn already said it's part of the DCU.
Like, if you want to be objective, like, Superman is the first, but this is part of
what
DC.
They're going to do with this is they probably took out the DCU.
The likelihood that it sucks is probably going to be really low. I think it will actually be really good. Like,
it'll be good.
If we can walk away from this going, that was I enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that. Really enjoyed that. Then, you know what? For once, I can say, you know what? I've come out of a DC movie not wanting to smash my head off the fire exit. That will be quite nice. For once.
I was going to say.
Because that's happening with Marvel at the moment.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Talk about dumpster fire. That thing's already on fire and you're going to light it on gasoline on top of it.
Yeah.
Loads of years, I'm free. It's time to conquer Earth.
Yeah. I mean,
10,000 years.
The Blue Beetle, I think Blue Beetle will do decent or whatever. And me and RJ was talking about this. Like, a lot of people don't keep the same energy with these trailers or whatever. When people say it's too cartoony for a DC movie, like people like rag on it, but like the moment it's like
too serious.
Marvel, it's like Marvel can put out the same.
They got
Marvel could put out the same thing and like people like worship it. And I'm like, dude, it's straight up the same.
5 movies are exactly the same. Don't tell me that. But the characters go. No, they don't. Nothing changes. It's the same cookie cutter shit.
Yep. Also, as much as I love dark and gritty superheroes, how many times are we going to see every superhero get a dark and edgy version of themselves? Like, I hate like this.
Comics can be fun, guys.
It's to appease those like people like, I'm rebelling against the system because I'm not eating this packet of crisps. Oh shit! Like,
I won't do it.
So original.
Where's the lift? Like, those kinds of people. The next.
Did you want dark and gritty Blue Beetle? Because that shit wouldn't make sense. Sorry.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So many people need to also understand these characters.
It has to be earned.
Yes.
It's like the little leprechaun at the end of the rainbow, like kicking you in your ankle for no reason. Like, no.
To be fair, that would be funny, but still.
That would be funny.
If you think about it logically, right? Comic books and like even the animated shows, yes, some of them are dark and gritty, but they've still got the campy humor. They've still got the humor there. Where a lot of the DC movies, it's legit looking at like a 2000s emo band, like, and you're like, right, chill, man, like, you're not that cool. Chill.
That was what BVS was for me, just a miserable experience. I'm like, bro,
man, I'm sorry, but BVS made me argue with my mother, and
I'm like, bro, this is Superman, bro. Where is his heart? Like, why is
BVS actually made my mom think?
Why is he just Batman?
Please.
Batman's the depressed one, not Superman, bro. What's going on?
I just also find it funny. It's like in the middle of a battle, they're like beating the shit out of Sheila. Wait, your mother's name is Martha too? Yeah, because that's realistic. Yeah, totally realistic.
Yes. But I'm also gonna say this:
Superman calls his mother by his first name, and that saves his life. By her first name, that saves his life. It's like, bro.
Yep. I'll say this about just going back to Blue Beetle. I think that this could do Black Panther numbers per se or whatever, because of the Latino community, they're gonna go support this thing, dude. Like, I believe that's gonna happen, man. Like,
they got George Lopez in there for a reason. I'm just saying.
Yeah. A lot of people don't like George. I mean, a lot of people don't like George Lopez, but I think that people will go for Sholo though. Like, Cobra Kai fans, you better come out, okay? Like,
people are comparing the trailer to a Power Rangers episode.
I may rag on the people for not being fans enough and faking shit, but you better show up. Like, you make it worth your while.
Yeah, I mean, there's another thing. There's a lot of people do with DC movies. You hype the movie up, then you don't go see it. It's like,
exactly.
Yeah. That meme.
Don't go see it.
It's gonna be sick. So where the hell are you?
Because you guys did that with Shazam. You're like, oh, Shazam looks great, and you didn't go watch it.
You go to your local cinema. There's like 2 people sat there, and you're like,
no, you know what they did? They did it with Black Adam. Black Adam looks awesome, and then you just didn't watch it.
To be fair, they were kind of warranted in that judgment, though. You know, it was just another Dwayne movie, so they kind of got away with it.
To be fair, the Rock pissed a lot of people off with the ad campaign for that.
Or they just listen to us talk about the movie, and that's when they say, you know what, let's not go see the movie.
Yeah. It's like, we'll save you some time. We watch the movie so you don't have to. Like,
sometimes we get forced to watch some shit.
That's what we do. And I tell you what, I watched Halloween Ends for everybody. Like, it just. Actually, wait, no, who was before me? Was it Darius?
What? Yeah, it was Darius. He saw it with his
phone. It was Darius the first.
He saw it first.
I paid $5.
Hey, Darius, I got you on this one. Do you want me to watch Flash first?
See.
Well, me and RJ, we already have our plans for that movie.
we already have plans for that. Craven the Hunter.
Let me be real. DC's got me by the balls.
RJ, has it got anything to do with the word "get it sent"?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. There it is.
This is the Flash's big screen debut. They had me by the balls here. I have to watch it in theaters. I have to, because it's my boys. The Flash is his big screen debut. I have to watch it.
Oh, Darius, I'm a Flash fan, homie.
I have to do it. Like, I have to watch it. Like, mine is not gonna watch it. Like, I have to.
Darius, this is when I wished you could come here and I could get you into the movie for free, so you wouldn't have to pay for that shit.
If anyone knows how I can get in without paying, I mean,
I have connections over here. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not gonna admit to that on stream. Never mind. I can't say that on stream.
See,
just say allegedly.
No.
Allegedly, I could go and see another movie. Allegedly, and then then sneak into the Flash. Allegedly, but you know.
Allegedly, you could.
Hypothetically speaking, we will never break the law. We love movies.
I would never do anything like that.
Hypothetically speaking, and also realistically speking, I do not endorse any of that shit. By physical media. Still,
of course, I don't endorse any of that behavior. But you know,
the Flash media.
Once upon a time on a Sunday, I might just do it.
The Flash media.
Wait, are you sure it's once on a Sunday or
time a day and fucking 7 days a week, twice on a Sunday, you big dosser. Come on.
Twice on a Sunday.
Maybe twice on a Sunday. Depends on how good the movie is. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, just extra cheap.
Apparently they're screening The Flash next week. So.
Oh really?
Tomorrow.
Actually.
Oh damn.
The Flash trailer's supposed to be coming out.
They're supposed to screen the whole movie at a fan event.
To be fair, if it's coming out over there,
that is not a smart thing. That is not a smart thing to do, in my opinion, because the leaks are going to start coming out pretty fast. Like,
yeah,
I don't know why they're doing that, but you know,
because they're trying to.
I'm sorry, but like, is anyone else?
They're using Michael Keaton.
Have you guys noticed? Like, everyone keeps saying on social media, "The Flash is the greatest movie of all time." Like, everyone keeps saying that shit. I'm like,
shut up.
The only reason they're saying that is because they're gonna have two different versions of Batman, and the Flash is gonna be more like a background character. Let's be honest.
Have you guys noticed that? Like,
I'm gonna say this. Hold on. Before you continue, I gotta say this. If people, this movie is doing some. It is changing from some of the comics. Like, it's changing the Flash character on what he can do and what he can't do.
Yeah.
We might be having different. This movie could be the blame, and I don't mean like blame as in it's this movie's fault. Like, we could be having conversations from future comic book films to where it could be not so accurate to the character, and people.
That's my biggest.
The majority of the problem. The majority of people will say, "Nope, it's great." Like, the Flash is doing something in this movie that ruins.
The Flash cannot travel Earths. That's not. Whatever.
That's not possible.
So, like,
I'm not going down that rabbit hole anymore.
So, like, my thing is this.
Wait, he can't travel Earth?
No,
he can't travel Earth, but in this movie, he's traveling Earth.
He travels timeline. He travels around the timeline, yes, but he can't go to a different. He can't go to Earth 2.
He's legit feeling himself up in the trailer, man. Like, why?
So, like, my thing is,
this is Ezra Miller. I mean, what?
People praise this movie,
and yet he's still free.
Certain people on this platform, that if they start like praising this movie, but get on other movies for not being comic accurate, you just expose yourself. Sorry, but
you don't know anything about the Flash if you say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. For all we know, the Flash could be a great movie, and like
I hope it is, but I just
fingers crossed.
It's gonna be hard to even. You're gonna have to like take that part where Flash like traveling timelines out of it. Like, that's gonna be hard.
It could be a great movie, but that's still gonna piss me off. It just will.
Yeah.
Also, could have been better if we had a better Flash as well. Just saying that.
Yeah, that's another thing where it's like, and if this Flash wasn't a criminal,
Yeah.
But
it is what it is. Yeah. Yeah, for the most part. I mean, we can. I mean, go support Sholo, dude. Like, he's a cool dude from what from what I've seen. Like, he's like a humble dude. He's excited, like when he's at the conventions or whatever. Like, it's like, y'all guys ready for Blue Beetle? Like, you guys crowds of fans like shouting his name and stuff. Man, I'm happy for the dude, man. Like, he our little Miggy's growing up. I'm happy for him.
Miggy. Blue Beetle, man. I'm looking forward to it. I think there's a lot of good to come out of this movie, and it gives us a bit of an insight into what they could do with the other DCU characters.
Yeah, this is definitely a setup for the Young Justice or Teen Titans or whatever. Because like as soon as like I found out that Damian Wayne was gonna be in this universe, I said like, okay, I know what James Gunn's finna do. Like, he finna give us like
have Damian leading the Titans. Like, that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
I wonder if Starfire is gonna be in it.
I think Starfire. You know what was probably gonna happen? It's like Nightwing, Starfire, and will probably be the team leaders, and like Damian, Static, Raven, and all of them probably be like the understudies.
Yeah, so like Damian will be like the younger leader, and then they will have like maybe like Starfire, Nightwing, and
Cyborg,
Donna Reed as well.
Yeah,
I'll like coach them on how to be the Titan.
Yeah, Cyborg. You know what? I'll add Shazam on there too. He's a kid, so.
He like, I'm pretty sure at some point they added him to it as well as one point.
That would work. That'd be funny too, because they're like, we had like, oh, you're a grown man now. Like, what the hell?
So,
wait a minute.
It's like they said like when Billy hops on the stage, like comes on the camera, he says like, who's this guy? He doesn't have no powers. It's like, he's like a normal guy. It's like, first of all, I have the powers of Solomon. They're gonna be like looking at him like,
huh?
Powers of Solomon, Shazam, boom! It's like Billy, how many times we told you to change outside? Like, you keep on ruining the roof. Ah, my bad, man. Like,
with a new roof.
I wonder how many times like people in Marvel said that to Hulk, like, "Dude, you ruined my roof again."
Yeah. Batman made a joke about that when Superman used to break through his Batcave. He said, like, Clark, I'm gonna tell you for the last time, take the exit, like the actual front door, like. Oh, my bad,
that's
Bruce.
One thing I always find funny about Superman. He's one of the best heroes in the world, but he goes around breaking buildings to enter them.
Because he's an idiot.
Dumbass.
Dumbass.
Oh,
get
man.
A Superman scene like Iron Man. He's like, somebody comes up and is like, you squashed my dog.
Okay, I guess we can go ahead and switch
to what's the next topic on the.
We're going Marvel memory lane. We're leaving the Latinos and we're going to Wakanda.
Oh,
been there. Now,
this movie.
Okay, this could be interesting. Lion King.
This is going to be interesting.
For me, T'Challa was more of a badass in Civil War. I wouldn't mess with that dude. In this movie, this is Killmonger's movie from start to finish. Michael B. Jordan absolutely aced it, and was probably the shining light of the movie for me. I did enjoy it, but I do think, it is. How do we put it? Not as good as it's made out to be. Like, it's good, but it's not like the dog's bollocks. It's like
you have to preface this because people like
it's not like the dog's. No, it's not like the dog's bollocks where it's like nothing can touch this. This is the holy grail.
RJ knows what I'm talking about. You need to preface this with Black Panther because let's just say people are like really like.
I'm sleepy, so fuck them. Anyway,
really sensitive about this character, like
I don't know. Overrated, wrong wording. That's just because I'm caught in the hype at the moment. I think it's perfectly rated. I think it's a good movie. It has its cultural impact is very huge. That's the one thing. No one can debate. The cultural impact is freaking enormous of this movie.
Yeah,
it's like a cinematic landmark.
Yeah.
Totally agree. The movie in and of itself is not as good as it's made out to be. But I don't really have any issues with the movie. I think it's fine. There's more I would have done with T'Challa than what they did. I never freeze. There's a lot of good in there. I just do feel like the fandom has it has the ability to overrate things quite easily. This is one of them, primarily because they put this above everything else. It's above Infinity War. It's above Civil War. It's above Winter Soldier.
I'm like okay, it ain't my turn. You know what? It ain't my turn. It's not my turn.
I ain't finished yet. So with that also being said, I do think the movie is good. Like, it's a solid 7, 8. But if you're asking me Marvel movies that I rewatch on a regular, it's not really in the list. Like, I'll watch it, but it's not like in my rewatch Rolodex, if you will. Go ahead, Kenny. I mean, a little time in Wakanda, I come out White Panther.
I mean, for Black Panther, all right.
Preface it. Really you gotta preface it.
It is very, because the thing is, I'll be called whatever. Like, we know what I'll be called. You'll be called up. We know what you'll be called. Like, it's.
Yeah.
You gotta preface this, man. Like, preface this thing really hard. Like, so like people are sensitive.
I like the movie. Said was in jest and just in banter. The movie is good and it has a cultural impact.
It's a good movie.
It does have a lot of moments and things in it that are overlooked because of
I like the movie. I think it's a solid 8 out of 10. But
I agree. You know what? The one time we might all be in unison. I agree.
But I do have my issues with the film. Black Panther's character I have an issue with. I feel like it's missing the badassery, like you said, from Civil War. Like, I wanted where he's chasing down and like he's like chasing down Bucky.
You sold me a dream.
While you were watching Civil War, you were like, "That's the king." Like, that's
the king.
I feel like this movie kind of like, and I say this in context.
But it's say you have to emphasize this because you got people out there like
they nerfed T'Challa. I hate to use the word nerf, but they nerfed T'Challa. They did. Like,
and also for anyone says certain phrases and shit, the MCU does this a lot.
Every time I rewatch Black Panther, that fight scene when he's fighting M'Baku always bothers me because I'm always saying in my head,
what about the PS2 graphics at the end?
He should have whooped his ass like that. Like I'm saying, like no, you should have had him. You ever see the movie? You ever see Jason Bourne, the one that came out like a few years ago? Not the Ultimate, but you know that. No, not that one, but the one. It's the last one with Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
You know the scene in the beginning where like he's in a whole other country. He's like in this fight club. He knocks him out with one punch. Like should have had that.
Bang.
Answer. With, T'Challa and M'Baku. He just knocks him out from like 1-2 piece. Bow, bow. Like catch these hands. Like, my other than that, I like it. Like I really do enjoy it. But
I really enjoyed it.
I really enjoyed it. But the problem with a lot of MCU fans, when there's like a new movie that's good, they will say that it's better than the past movies. Like, and it's like, okay, let's relax a bit. I get it. Like when you first see it.
Recency bias, yeah.
Recency bias. I get it.
Recency bias is a huge issue.
Like, but it just happens a lot. We know some MCU fans that do this, but it's just, we gotta.
You got purposes. You have to purposes. Like you got people out there.
If it's your opinion, fine. But
yeah,
I think that as far as the badassery that comes with T'Challa, I feel like it's missing this movie.
It's missing.
But Ryan Coogler does a hell of a job. He builds Wakanda so like.
Wakanda looks beautiful.
If you need someone to build like a world for you and like anything,
Killmonger's death scene is freaking perfect.
Dude, that line he said is cold as that is a cold line.
Yeah, that was a good line for Killmonger.
Killmonger's basically Punisher.
Hold on, Danny. Hold on.
That's like.
Danny's just itching. He's itching.
Michael B. Jordan's Killmonger is a top 5 villain in the MCU.
Oh yes.
And there's no
I have him number 2, like after Zemo, bro.
If the MCU keeps going the way it's going, it's not a very elite group of people.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I got Zemo number 1, and then I got Killmonger number 2.
I say this. I think he's better than Thanos. Don't care what anybody else says. I think he's better than
that's it.
Because he's human. Like he's like I found my daddy with panther claws in his chest. I'm like, yo. Hey, auntie.
This man said, "I've been training like 20 plus years." Like,
the reason why I say
he walked up in there and he said, "Hey, auntie." Like that's what he said.
Like Thanos, he waited for certain things to happen in order for him to carry out his plan.
Killmonger
just did it.
And also, let's be real. Like Thanos is a great villain, but he's an ensemble villain. Like Killmonger is a great standalone villain.
Yeah.
And Killmonger is kind of right. That's another thing. Kind of right.
Daddy, sir, miss you.
Have fun, Danny.
So, okay. I gotta preference this really good because some people are sensitive. Okay. So
true.
Okay. All right. So with Black Panther, I like the world of Wakanda or whatever, but to me, this movie is like tad bit overrated, just a tad bit, whatever. Like there's things that I like about the movie. I like the fatherhood stuff. I like the fatherhood elements. I love that. I love I like the world of Wakanda. It's cool. It's what I'm saying. CGI was a little rough, but other than that, you pass by that. As far as me thinking that this is a top 5 all-time MCU movie, no, this is basically Lion King all over again, and that's how I feel about it.
It's good, but it's not in that bracket.
It's not in that bracket to me. Like, because I didn't like the fact that they kept on missing, they kept on making T'Challa look like a wimp. He's a king, give him the same power that you would give Odin. Like, seriously, you're gonna this peasant is gonna say who's this guy when I told you to be quiet? Like, seriously, no, that's King T'Challa, man. It's I gotta preface this too. Okay.
Yeah.
As far as me, when it comes to Ryan Coogler as the director and his 2 movies with Wakanda, I personally, this is how I feel. It's sort of like how I feel about Tim Burton and Batman. I rather he's good in I like all his other stuff that's not superhero. That's how I feel about Ryan Coogler in the world of Wakanda. Because I just feel like he just made this is what I'm talking about. This is how I feel. You made T'Challa weak, man. It's no, he's a king. He's.
I don't have a dog in this fight, so.
All right, he's a king. I gotta step in. I gotta step in. Wait, hold on. I gotta step in. Okay, you had me in the first half. All right. I wouldn't say he's like Tim Burton. I think Ryan Coogler does have an understanding of Black Panther.
I'm just saying, bro. That's just how I feel and everything. That's how I feel about it. It's the same way I feel about Tim Burton's Batman movies. You can like them, I don't have a problem with people liking them or whatever, but it's just not. I just don't like his take on it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? See, I had to preference it. You lose some people, man.
RJ, you could say that's Danny's truth.
No, screw the philosophy.
No, this is just how I feel. And by all means, you don't have to agree with it. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. It's but for the most part, I just wish that they would have made T'Challa more masculine, more less wimpy or whatever. Make sure that he knew what he was doing or whatever. Because let's be honest, Killmonger was more Black Panther than the actual Black Panther. And
see, the thing that I like about the movie is that they both Killmonger cringe. Sending voice notes and crap. Anyway,
hey, that's fine, bro.
No. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about something that me and him, not you.
Oh,
no.
Oh,
swat.
Shut up, prick. Killmonger and T'Challa. I like that both of their they're on their own different sides, and what I like is that both you can look at both.
Yeah.
What side are they on? Killmonger wants to expose Wakanda more to the world. There's pros and cons to that. T'Challa wants to keep it in-house. There's pros and cons to that too. So that's what I like about it, even though you may feel different.
Yeah. That's cool, dude. It's that's just how I feel about T'Challa as a character for in his own movie. I wish that they would have made him more that Civil War Black Panther that we all know and love. Because when I saw that,
changing his costume and his suit, that made a huge difference.
See, but that's why I just always said I like the world of Wakanda. I like Black Panther as a character, but just as far as the movies, they're just okay to me. You know what I'm saying? It's not.
They are.
They are all right to me. I don't see the appeal to why you would put them in one of the greatest Marvel movies of all time. I personally don't see it. But you know what? Hey, don't let my opinion ruin your happiness or whatever.
For me, it is because outside of Iron Man, Winter Soldier, Civil War, Infinity War, and First Avengers, and No Way Home.
Yeah,
there's not when you have 20 plus Marvel movies. We really only have you noticed that we really only take out like 5 or 6 out of that list that we really hold in high regard.
Yeah.
That's why
and it'll be even fewer going forward.
But that's why I said, like, that's why I tell people, like, don't tweet for all, like, I tell people, like, don't, and this goes for like everybody in the chat or whatever. Yeah, like this goes for the chat, and like it you don't have to agree with me. You don't have to agree with Jacob, RJ,
you gotta agree.
Darius, or Adam. If you feel
agree with me, you better agree with me.
Ignore him. Ignore him. That's the finals talking. Like if you don't agree,
I mean, you're right.
If you don't agree of anybody on this panel, or like you feel like, well, I don't feel like that, by all means, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? See, I'm from the age where like I can disagree with you, and we can like.
Bro.
Jacob knows what I'm talking about. I'm from the era where I can
do something. His facial expressions are cracking me. He's like, "Wait, what?"
I'm from the era. If you don't disagree about a movie or per se, we still cool at the end. All right, if we don't agree on this subject, it's fine and everything's cool, baby. Like, let's go get some. Let's go get something to eat. You feel me? So I mean, that's how I feel about.
To eat. What the fuck? What?
Danny's hilarious, man.
I mean,
we don't agree. Let's go get a Whataburger.
It's like, let's go get some meat, baby. Let's get some
laps, bro. I need to go back there.
Whataburger good.
Well, no, like I feel like if we were to like,
can I go now?
Hold on, wait.
Yeah, I'm just about to finish giving my rating for Black Panther. I said I'm about to finish giving my book. I'm about to get my rating for Black Panther. I give it a.
It's like, can I go now?
Can I go now?
I give it a solid 7.5.
You can use. Hold on, I was supposed to be speaking here.
I give Black Panther a 7.5. It's like I like elements of it.
You know what you need to do.
But the movies are okay to me. Darius, it's your go, my friend.
Yeah.
Oh boy. God. Let's see.
Strap in, everyone.
Preference it.
As a storyteller, I rate the Black Panther, both of the movies, because they're like Black Panther and Wakanda Forever. They're like more or less on a similar level to me. Depends on the day, which one I like more. I rate them pretty highly. I wouldn't say top 5 MCU, but probably like back half of the top 10, top 11, something like that. There's a lot of them, so that's pretty high.
Yeah.
The world of Wakanda is like the best world building in the MCU to me, like bar none. Like that's the best like world building. Like the cultures feel real. They got the costumes or the symbols are accurate to like the African cultures they're taking
the level of care there.
The languages are real. Like it's a masterful job of world building. It's like to me that's some of the best world building since like Star Wars. Like that's some really good world building. Like Killmonger, what else needs to be said? Killmonger steals the show. Like he is a top 3 villain in the MCU. Debate where you want to put him in that, all you want to, but like the fact that he's up there with like Thanos and Zemo and stuff like that, like that's good company.
Yeah,
that's very good company.
Well, I will disagree with some of the guys here. Is did I want T'Challa to be more badass in this movie? Yes, of course, but I get why he wasn't, and that's to show that. Like we saw the vengeful warrior side of Black Panther in Civil War. Like that's how we were introduced to him. But this movie is more about like unpacking like, what's T'Challa the person like? Like what's he like? Especially after losing his dad. Like this movie is not T'Challa at his best. Like you gotta remember he lost his pops.
This is after like
he lost his pops already.
Yeah.
Like, this and like he's done with the anger part of it. Now it's more like
I
gotta deal with grief of that. I gotta be a king.
Yeah.
I wasn't really ready for this. And I found out I got a cousin who my dad killed his dad, his own brother, and now he's back and he wants the throne. And I kind of get what he's saying. Like I think the thing with him and Killmonger is a part of T'Challa always knew that some of what Killmonger was saying was right, and I think that really like messed with him mentally. And I like that because, like, yeah, do I think he should have done some more cool stuff? Like, yeah, of course, I wanted to see that, but I like that Ryan Coogler is not afraid to like unpack some of the things that happen to the characters and like really, because not a lot of movies do that. Like they might touch on it, might be like a surface level thing where like, yeah, this person has PTSD, they're dealing with it, but it's not really important to the story. But like Ryan Coogler, I think, is one of the few directors that does that, and writers that does that. And like the themes of this, like isolationism versus like, should we like open ourselves up to the world and like be the world police and stuff like that. Like that's a really relevant conversation, and it runs deeper than a lot of people probably think. Like,
yep.
If you know, you know. There's some real world parallels there about what America should be in the world and what our role should be. I think, I mean, obviously the CGI, especially in the end, is a glaring issue. But let's be real. Infinity War came out the same year. They blew their budget on that. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. That's a good point.
What else? Claw was a lot of fun. Andy Serkis, that was a lot of fun. Like,
Andy Serkis had me rolling. Yeah.
I get why they killed him. It was basically to kind of show how bad of a dude Killmonger is. But it would have been cool to have him still around, like Claw, like still like doing his arms dealing stuff. He would, especially if he was still around now, be kind of a cool villain to keep around for a little bit. But yeah, man. Performances were great. Chadwick is great in this. Michael B. Jordan.
R.P. Chadwick was. R.P. Chadwick Boseman. Yeah.
Man.
Rest in peace, King. Rest in peace.
And like the fatherhood aspect, like that's another part I really liked. Like T'Challa basically told his dad, "No, bro." He basically told his dad, "Nah, you fucked up. Like that's not like what you did is not okay, bro." And I'm glad that like they did that too, because a lot of these type of movies, you have like when the mentor character does something wrong, it's like they kind of force a forgiveness thing at the end of it. But like, nah, sometimes people you look up to fuck up bad, and that's it. Like there's no, I see your perspective. I see why you did what you did. No, you just messed up. Like it's that simple. I'm glad that they had the balls to do something like that. And yeah, like another thing, the soundtrack to this movie and to Wakanda Forever.
Hey, Killmonger's theme tune is fire.
S tier stuff. Kendrick Lamar was on this, bro. Like all the stars.
Oh yeah.
And then Pray For Me after that. Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Even a character like M'Baku, like you think of him like he first shows up, you think he's just a generic like he's just a bad dude.
Dude, but no, he's got a heart of gold.
He's looking out for his people. He was ostracized from like his people were kind of like banished from Wakanda. Basically, they're kind of outcast. And he just wants respect for his people. And like when you see like when the rubber meets the road, when Wakanda's really in danger, like he's always there to step up. And I've always respected that. Like we might have differences in opinion, but like when shit gets real, like he's always the first one there, and that carries on in Infinity War, and that carries on in Wakanda Forever. And I like that they gave him depth like that. And yeah.
I mean, I think all of us love. I think all of us love Black Panther, the character or whatever. It's just like with this movie, it's like everybody got their like different opinion, and I think that's the great thing about it or whatever. So
yeah, everyone's got their own kind of.
Why we love film in general, like we all have like.
Yeah, everyone's got their own POV on things, and I think that's really important. It's that conversation and that dialogue between one fan to another of, okay, that's how you see it, how I see it. These guys hate the Civil War comic. I think it's not half bad.
Shit comic.
Shut up.
I don't hate the comic.
Thank you.
I have to preface it. I really have to preface on this movie though too, because and y'all guys know this. This movie has a lot of controversy. If God forbid, if you don't like it and everything, you call.
Well, we prefaced this earlier on. What we'd all be called if you know.
Yeah, and which that is like a horrible. That's a horrible take. You have every right to dislike or like a movie, and not be called anything.
Just like you have the right to dislike it for the right. As long
as you're not a weirdo about it, you're like, oh, I dislike it because. You know,
yeah, it's also the same. Like if you
have actual reason to dislike it, yeah. Like
it's also the same if you have like the wrong opinion on a comic book and whatnot. It's totally fine. Like
you can like Civil War. You're just wrong. That's fine.
I mean, you can not like it, and then you can also be wrong. That's also
But we also got to give Adam a chance and get his take. What do you think?
Yeah.
What do you like?
I'll give a score right quick. 8.5 out of 10. Really like it. Not perfect movie, but one I enjoy a lot. Yeah.
Has a big place.
It's different now because R.I.P. Chad.
Yeah, my man.
It's your go, Adam.
Right, when it comes to me, I'm going to preface this with a lovely Power Rangers RPM quote. I'm Scottish, so to be honest, I don't really care about this movie. Not in a mean way. Not in a mean way. I just it was a decent Marvel movie for me, but I'm just not really like the guy you were on about, like the arms dealer. Don't as much as I love his character at that point in time, all I could see him as his Gollum. So I was like, hey, look, it's Gollum.
he is Gollum.
So I was like a major I was the white guy in that movie going, oh, that's cool.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Ross is hilarious, bro.
Yeah. For me, it's just one of those things. I went and saw it. I do like it, but everybody's right. That last CGI fight that looks like the 90s Power Rangers. What were they smoking when they done that? I'm sorry. I've always had an issue with that scene. That's the only scene I ever had an issue with in the movie. Other than that, though, I don't really have a place to say anything. I thought of it was cool. Some of the stuff that happens in it was cool. But when it comes to all the cultural things, I can't say shit. I don't know anything on that, so I'd rather be honest about it.
I mean, that's fair because
you should not be attacked for that. By the way, I just got.
You're not saying you don't respect the culture. You're just saying you don't.
No. I definitely respect the culture. Some of the stuff I was like, oh, that's quite cool. I like the sort of things they're doing. But I was just more like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know enough of the
bigger picture. You don't really, genuinely speaking, care.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's for me, when it comes to movies and things and cultures, I just go, you know what? You're me. That's cool. Nothing ever was deeper than that for me. So
yeah,
it was just a cool movie. I don't hate it, but I don't also necessarily oversell it either. It's just, would I rewatch it? Yes. But did I think it was a 10 out of 10? Hell no. It's a fine balance.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah.
It's a good movie. Solid 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I rewatched it a decent amount, but
I mean, the good thing is that we all generally speaking agree on just drop that on my hand. Most of the same things with regards to the movie, like the bad effects at the end, some things we would change, or T'Challa in general. But by and large, I think we can all agree that the movie is good. It has its place. It's got one of the best villains in the MCU, or just Marvel in general. And holy Nora.
Bro, no, we have to talk about this. Hold on.
What happened?
What did we miss?
Wait, what happened?
Goddamn Sody, man. What the?
Oh man, I'm tired. What's happened?
Okay, so this is leaked dialogue from the Kraven trailer. Don't you want to know?
Can you read out the dialogue, please?
I can't, bro. Don't you want to know why they call me the Rhino? Transformed into the Rhino.
Okay, let's go straight into Cobra Kai, dog.
That. Sorry,
straight into Cobra Kai.
Hold on, I've got a burst of energy now. Sorry, read that again.
Don't you know?
Hold on, let me read this. No, send it to me. I want to read this.
Hold on.
Oh Lord!
I don't want to read from Billy Bob's movie blog. I want to read the actual thing.
Hold on. Aaron Taylor Johnson's Kraven uses foot traps on enemies while he bites off someone's face. What the fuck? Wait.
This movie. Hold on.
So
this
we're
movie is
endorsing
rated R, by the way.
cannibalism.
This movie is rated R, by the way.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's rated R.
So we're endorsing cannibalism. Is that correct?
So wait, they can rate Kraven rated R, but not Venom?
Yeah.
Fuck off.
You want to go straight into Cobra Kai?
Sorry, you can't rate Venom and Carnage rated R, but you give it to Kraven. What are you doing? Like,
this is why Sony is such a great company.
He bit off a dude. He bit off a dude's face, bro. What the hell is going on?
Sorry, RJ or Derek, could one of you two just read that line of dialogue again, please?
Don't you want to know why they call me the Rhino?
You got some more energy off of that.
And then he transformed into the Rhino.
Who's writing this shite? Who's writing this movie? No, hold on, I'm going on a rant right now. Hold on a minute.
Oh Lord! Hey, I'm trying to help.
I've got a burst of energy now. That's the thing that I needed to wake
release this trailer publicly, Sony. Damn, coward! Release this trailer, bro.
Hold on. There's someone called Richard Wenk, right? That's his name, Richard Wenk.
Richard Wenk.
Matthew Holloway and Art Markham. So I'm not surprised that it looks like a big old piece of trash.
Bro, he bit. Craven bit off a dude's face.
We're gonna laugh our asses off watching that.
Do you know what? You want to know why I'm the chosen one? You want to know why?
Okay. You want to talk about Cobra Kai now?
Yes.
Screw you. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna cut. We're gonna cut the Marvels out. Like our boy is getting a little tired, so we're gonna go straight into. We're gonna go straight into like Cobra Kai, guys.
Oh God! Another Sony product, but a good one. A good one.
Well, I wouldn't class this as a Sony product. I'd class this as a Hayden and the Josh product.
Yeah.
Sony just oversees.
I don't want to give Sony credit.
Think about it. We're also going to get a new Karate Kid movie. Let's go.
No, we're not. No.
All right, guys. This is going to be the final part because our boy Jacob is getting a little bit tired and everything. So, guys, we're just like to pay homage to Sholo for doing Blue Beetle. What was like one of your guys' favorite Miggy moment on Cobra Kai? Miguel moment.
When he drop kicks Kenny repeatedly. Miguel's had a shit ton of moments. It's definitely a good stream idea. I would love to do a whole Chosen Live dedicated to it. But then I'll be here all day. So just listing maybe a few. My favorite one is not kicking Robbie into the railing. That's one. The second one is Miguel flipping the script on Johnny and saying, hey, quiet, like spinning that on him. 3 is his council speech that he gives in season 3.
Oh yeah.
4 is the loyalty to Johnny in season 2. Like when Kreese is like trying to do his stuff, like his loyalty is just perfect. And just the hero's journey that he's gone on from start to finish, like how he rose up from little Miggy to Miggy to Miguel El Serpiente.
Miguel.
The Rhino BS here. So those are like mostly some of my favorite moments. I need to, man. I might do a whole stream dedicated to that. Actually, you've prompted a really good idea for me, Danny. I'll do a whole live.
You know what? That'd be dope. Like you go through every character, like top 5 best moments for like all the mains. That'd be kind of cool.
We'll just have to keep an eye out and see if any other people start doing that because now we've said it.
Why don't we say that out loud? Now it's okay.
That was
out there in the air. It's all right. It's all right. They ain't me, so it's all good.
Now we get enough. Now we know who the
you want to know. You want to know why I'm the Rhino?
I guess I opened up a new book, another list on. Okay, I got you. That's what we'll do now. All right, RJ. I guess you go next.
Okay. Oh.
No, see, King, you did an MCU. Like you planted an Easter egg, and now I've
expanded the universe.
But
with care, though. With care.
But don't you know why they call me the Rhino, though? Don't you know?
Every time I hear that line, I want to stand out of this
Who's
chair and go hit
writing
my
this
head
stuff?
on that wall.
I'm sorry. Who the fuck wrote that, bro? Who wrote that line?
It's behind the rhino.
Evan, can you write a script for that, please?
Freaking
Jacob.
Evan, man.
Jacob, you probably remember the rhino from wrestling. Why does it give me that type of vibes?
That sounds AI generated. It sounds like AI wrote that shit, bro.
Apparently he bites a dude's face off and spits it at the camera. What are we doing?
So we're endorsing cannibalism.
Anyway.
Miggy.
Anyway, let me
Miggy,
it's
and
a,
then we'll
it's
have
a,
like
it,
5 minutes of you laughing your ass off.
It's Kenny's time. All right, Kenny's turn.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. Basically, what are we doing? My favorite Miguel moment. I'm sorry. I
Everybody's fried.
Like what are we doing? No, I'm just freaking.
Yeah.
Stop reading Sony stuff while we're in the middle of stuff.
I'm not. The phone's over there.
What was some of your favorite Miguel moments, basically?
Your favorite ones.
Favorite ones. There's a lot of good Miggy moments. I love his speech in season 3. I love that. A lot of his moments come from season 3. I definitely don't have any
seasons in that season.
I don't have it. There's only one in season 4. He was a marshmallow in season 4.
We're working on the build.
Oh, no, not that. No, I don't mean like that. But he was very silent.
I missed the old Kanye. That's what it is.
Yeah, but I love the heartfelt scene between him and Johnny in season 4, where he tells him he still wants you dating my mom. Like things are gonna change, but I still want you to be my sensei. And he kind of tears up.
Oh, I love that scene.
That's a great scene.
Yeah, we need to play more of that stuff.
I love in season 5 when he reunites with Johnny.
Oh, we were crying, man.
That was but
yeah.
I remember Danny going, man, this is some sad shit right here, man.
A lot of it. I love when he
gave me anxiety though, because I thought someone was gonna get shot in that scene. That scene gave me anxiety.
Yeah, because the dude with the gun. But I love all of his moments with Johnny.
Yeah.
Miguel has like the most heartfelt moments on the show, in my opinion. But yeah, I like a lot of stuff for season 3, like the recovery journey. I love it when a character goes to that recovering arc, and I love when he tells Johnny off and like he's like, "You're a sensei." Quiet. But like, I think my favorite one is when he gets the inspiration to beat Kyler's ass and he fully recovers.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I love that.
Very uplifting.
But that's
thanks for the motivation.
That's probably my number one, where he's like hearing Johnny's voice and he's like, "This, got this." Like, I love that.
That was some Rocky type stuff right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and he kicked that dude's ass.
Yeah, man. Some of my favorite Miguel moments, of course, like him and Johnny doing their thing, especially at the school. he got some in that baby oil, like. He's an asexual too. Like, I was like, Johnny, man. Of course, his inspiration to like beat the crap out of Kyler again, like coming straight off the injury, baby. Actually, him taking basically kind of like leadership of Miyagi Fang, like when they just basically just said, "Yo, we here, Cobra Kai. You don't want to do that." Actually, I do. I think number 4 will probably be. I know this is a dark moment of Miguel, but I've seen him win the first trophy, the first season of Cobra Kai when he won the trophy or whatever. But he did not get what he wanted at the end. He lost everything. He won the trophy, but he lost everything at the end, and like that set him up to be a better character in the going forward. And then the last part, I'm trying to think. Yeah, Johnny, like basically, I know this is a sad part. It's like when Johnny like told him that he loves Robbie, but like him breaking down and crying in season 4, that hurt me, dog. I was like, oh man, that hurt. Or whatever.
There ain't nothing more heartbreaking.
Yeah. Darius, it's your go, bro.
Nothing more heartbreaking than that, man.
Top 5 maybe. So I don't know if anyone's mentioned this one, but I want to do some different ones. Season 1, when he first beats Kyler's ass in the cafeteria.
Yes. Oh yeah.
It's not lame ass karate. It's Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai.
Hell yeah.
That
was so satisfying.
I was like, oh, now we're getting into it.
That we got I mean, there's the obvious ones that you guys said, like season 3, his inspiration coming back from his injury. I think I don't know if this is one of his top moments per se, but like I think this is some of Sholo's best acting is when that Johnny first comes to visit him in the hospital and he tells him to get out, and Miguel basically yells and tells him to get out. Like that was really sad, man. Like
yeah,
when he's like upset at Johnny because he's like, I did everything you said. Like I showed mercy and look what happened to me. Like that was sad.
That was cool.
Oh yeah, and you just see Johnny just saying like, like,
God damn it,
Johnny can't argue with it because it's like to some extent it's true. Like we know that it was the right thing. It just didn't go the right way, and that's like a lesson that Miguel has to learn a lot. It's like that's what I like about his character is he's not perfect, obviously, but like he always tries to do the right thing, and sometimes it doesn't work out for him. But he always tries
to do the right thing because it's the right thing to do.
Yeah, it doesn't always work out. Like, it doesn't always go your way. But like, he always tries to do the right thing. And that season 3, like the speech with him and Sam at the Save All Valley, that was cool.
Yeah, that's a powerful scene right there.
It basically summarizes and encapsulates the whole of the story.
Yeah. In season 4, like obviously the scene with Johnny, like that was just the I Love You Robbie scene, and he was like that was heartbreaking. Season 5, I think there's a few. It reuniting with Johnny. The fight with Robbie, like the last fight, I think that like first off, the fight was awesome. And second off, like it takes a like think about what he's doing in this scene. Like you're standing in front of somebody who almost ended your life. Yes, it was an accident, but like you're standing in front of a dude that basically almost killed you, and that you've had like this rivalry with for like years at this point. And it takes a big man to be like, yo, like,
I forgive you.
And
it takes a lot.
Even though he didn't say it, Miguel is sorry for things he did to Robbie too. He's sorry.
Yeah, they both are.
They're both sorry.
Because that's called growth and maturity. FYI.
That's what men do. That's what men do. We fight it out.
Him saving Robbie after Kenny hit him with the silver bullet. That was another one. He just jumped in like, nah, not my brother. Hell no. Like, nah. Like that was it. Like that was awesome.
You don't want to do this. Ashley, I do. Like
as much as it led to a bad outcome in season 2, when he has the chance to break Robbie's arm and he doesn't do it, that's to me, that's Miguel's like defining moment as a character. It's like he almost like it's kind of a Luke Skywalker.
He's not class.
It's kind of
he's not classic Cobra Kai.
Yeah, like,
he's not classic Cobra Kai.
No, but the minute he allows himself to give in and make that decision, there's no going back.
Yeah, when Luke has Vader on the ground, and he has his lightsaber at his neck.
Yeah, it's very much like that. Mercy doesn't defeat the enemy.
You make this decision, there's no going back. And he doesn't do it. Like that's
Mercy does defeat the enemy because Kreese and Robbie.
That kind of encapsulates Miguel's character to me. He's not perfect, but he's always going to do the right thing.
If you think about it, on that, just to add on to that, Kreese and Robbie are both spared by Mercy. Who are the two that are going to be key in their downfall?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, Miguel has a lot of great moments. Miguel's that dude, bro.
And Miguel's that dude. No, we're not friends. I'll tell you one other moment that I forgot to mention that is really, really great, and I really enjoyed it.
Of course. Best dialogue in the show. No, actually,
she doesn't love you. She loves me.
That's the best.
Then why did
it happen?
Then why did it happen?
Also, another honorable mention when he put Hawk on his ass in season 2.
Oh, yes. God.
Oh,
yes.
bro,
I forgot about that.
That's all I've got.
Yes, that's all.
Good job, Darius.
Yes. Hey, Danny, what was it the Hawk received?
Hell, baby. Oh, man. I guess it's Adam's turn.
Yes, it's the final white boy. Right, let's go.
It's the final white boy.
Right, so for me, like, I've got some scenes. There is a joking one in here, but I'll preference this before I say it. But one of my favorite Miguel moments is a subtle one, but it's when Johnny takes him to see the singer from Twisted Sister, and he finally taps his foot for the first time. You're like, yes, he's finally getting back. You can see that Johnny's like hard work is paying off, and I like that because for that entire thing, you're seeing this like happy sort of like, oh yes, do this, and like Johnny's like, get that out of here, and I like that because like I just thought it was a good moment for Miggy because he was like, oh yeah, Johnny was right. Look, I can now I can tap my foot to something, and I'm like, yes, another one. Another one that I find is really bad and really cringy dialogue, but I also find it really funny, is when Sam is like in the car annoyed at Robbie and he just shows up. He's like, hello there, madam. And that horrible British accent. I love it. I hate to love it because it's so funny.
You know what the funny part is? Sometimes that kind of stuff works. So that's not unrealistic. Sometimes.
Yeah. Hello, madam.
I just find it funny. To be fair, that is the joking answer. Like, yeah, it is funny, but I can't give it a best Miggy moment, especially with the dialogue.
My name is Miguel.
Yeah, see, for me, like, there's so many good Miguel moments. It's hard to choose from them all. Like, for me, one of my I had it in my head and now it's gone. I hate when that shit happens. Give me a moment, guys. Recollect these thoughts
because out of universe. Sholo is also Blue Beetle, so that's another thing.
Yeah.
Sholo's is hilarious. I don't know if you guys watched like his.
You know what?
He's funny, bro.
I felt like saying to him when I met him, "You're kings of pop culture material. Please join this."
That dude's hilarious. Him and Jacob are the funniest people in Cobra Kai. Like out of character.
Need to get them on. Yes.
Oh yeah, one of my favorite like Miguel moments is with Hawk when when they're discussing about how Sam doesn't let Miguel go over the house, and then Hawk's just like, just show up.
Yeah. It's season 1. It's season 1.
Show up because it's just so funny. He's like, be the alpha, and then Miguel's like, yeah, I'll be the alpha, and then shows up.
I'm like, bro.
And then Robbie's eating dinner with Sam. Like,
I'm sorry. Hawk gives the worst advice. He really
does, bro. Every time he gives advice, something bad happens. Even in season 5.
Whenever Hawk says something, like whenever Hawk opens his mouth, there's an L about to be received by someone.
either to him or somebody else.
See, for me, it's hard because everybody's like said all the good, like the best moments. Really, like
there is loads. There's even more.
There's so many, and obviously the ones that are like established have already been said. And
what about him versus Xander Stone? That was a good one.
Oh yeah,
he's Xander's ass.
Oh yeah, Xander Stone.
Xander Stone again, man. What happened to that dude?
Everybody, a moment of silence. Make sure you kick him in the face.
Also, since Cobra Kai World brought it up, the whole thing that Hawk is better than Robbie. Can everybody please listen to us, the nuanced people? Robbie only lost because he hesitated. He only lost because he hesitated.
It's
if
literally
you don't
written.
Realize that, then you've not been watching the show.
Literally, is written in the script. Jacob Bertrand said this. Robbie, literally, the exact words. Robbie prepares to deliver the finishing blow, but doesn't because he sees Kenny. He's distracted. That's in the script.
It's in the script. Therefore, it's not up for debate.
Exactly. Also, there was 2 different endings at one point.
It's not your truth and then my truth.
Hawk's not better than Miguel. Hawk's not a better fighter than Miguel either, but that's not.
No, there's levels to this shit.
It goes Hawk and then it's like a toss up between Robbie and Miguel, depending on the day.
That's true.
I mean, that is not true.
That's not true.
That's not true.
It's like, Robbie, we won't.
We won't.
But yeah, I think that'd be a really good idea. This has spawned a very, very good idea for me because I
got the next
like a stream where
I got the next
Miguel fully, and I just cover his arc from like the beginning of the show to now. Miguel's development and progression from where we started way back in season 1 to where he's at now, the level of growth and maturity, and this is why I say he has far surpassed a trophy, because he's already ahead of the curve. He's already way past silverware. Like he's on a journey of like complete discovery. Like it's separate.
Me and RJ even said this. Like if you think about it, Miguel pretty much got everything that he wanted. Like.
Yeah. He also gives me big Miyagi vibes.
Yeah. He's the most wise out of all the kids.
Oh yeah, like he's the one that's the least hot-headed, which considering, half the stuff that's said to him now and then, like I love you too, Robbie, and things like that. He's, he didn't do a hawk and then start going on a rampage doing something like I'm an alpha male BS. And he didn't do, the Robbie thing of like losing his temper and losing his cool. He took it in, he internalized it, and he went on his own journey.
Stored it.
Do you also remember when Hawk's going on that alpha male trip and he's sitting in the cinema and he's sitting hitting the big guy with popcorn, and the minute he stands up, he's like, "Who was doing that?" And he's sitting there like this.
It was a
big old black man.
Do you know what?
Big
That's
old
the
black man
of a suburban kid like picking on Danny and Day's like, man, who the hell keeps chucking shit at me, bro?
Yeah, it's like. It's like in school when somebody hits you with a paper ball or something, you turn around and like, no one wants to admit who did that shit. It's like I know.
Yeah, it's funnier when they pick on the dude, but like they think it's some like small dude, and you get like, oh shit, that's a big dude.
You get up out of you get up out of the seat like this. Hold on,
Hawk's face is like.
Well, you just retreat a little bit like this.
Also, Cobra Kai World, it's not an argument. Sam is better than Hawk. How many times has Sam whooped his ass? Come on, let's be real.
In the mall, man. Like
he gets his ass whipped.
Well,
hold on. In the arcade fight, bro, she was fighting Sam.
Hold on, there's one exception. There's one exception here. When Hawk destroys the shit out of Brooks, right? When he destroys it, the one thing Hawk has over everyone else, including Miguel and Robbie, because they didn't go all in with Robbie, like we talked about.
Yeah.
When Hawk goes all in, he goes all in.
Yeah.
So if he has someone down on the ground and he's like smacking them, their teeth's coming across the floor.
Yeah.
So
but then
I'll give him his flowers on that one.
Yeah. No, but see, that's the thing. The one person he actually battered was an old Billy.
If it's like against like the main kids, like he's not getting Robbie and Miguel on the floor like that.
Yeah,
that's why they had Kenny beat him and not like because they couldn't do that. Like they couldn't do it to Robbie, could they? They could do it to Hawk.
Yeah.
Sorry, Hawk fanboys, you won't want to admit it, but it's the truth.
Unfortunately, people seem to think that because Hawk has a very similar maybe story to them in real life or these things, he's the best character.
It's because he has a mohawk. That's why. It's like because he looks cool. It's like because he's sick and he looks.
He flipped the script and then got flipped on his ass.
And this was always inevitable the minute Miguel and Robbie got on the same page.
Yep.
There's a reason why. There's a reason why Hawk's with Dimitri more.
That's why Hawks took a backseat and became a binary brother again.
Hawk is not a real person. Like he's not Eli.
It's his persona.
Fake.
It's a persona. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a persona. He has multiple personalities.
It's like the dark version of like a superhero, but instead of turning into a good person, he turned more into a douche.
Here's the thing about what makes you cooler. If you're only cool when you put on a fake persona, or if you make a better version of who you already are. Like that's the
better version of who you already are. And if anybody answers otherwise,
if you have to become someone else to be cool, you're not cool. That's the point. You have to become someone else
because you're not being authentic. You're not being true.
Yeah.
I mean, how many times have I said it? It's like the only way he beat Robbie is when he's dropped the Hawk stuff because he when he was fine with aggression or whatever. Like when he's fighting as Hawk, he was losing. But when he fought as Eli, he could.
Every time
he kept up with Robbie.
I would have told people this. He's fighting his Hawk. He loses 3-1. Robbie
Bro,
beats
he
Zack
basically
3-1.
did a Ben Solo. Like he dropped the Kylo Ren BS, and the minute he's Ben Solo, he's swaggered. He's got style. He's putting in work. Like it's because he's being his true self.
Because being the burden of somebody, trying to be the burden of being somebody you're not, weighs on you, whether you realize it or not.
And that's why people need to start thanking Moon more, because she was the one that knocked that boy's sense into him.
Hey, I'm just saying, I know people have an issue with that scene, but I'm saying a kiss from a girl in that moment, that makes you run for a freaking wall. Like, I mean, so go Hawk. Go Hawk.
Oh, All Valley, that was the moment I was thinking of. It's when Johnny and Miguel are talking about Robbie and how Miguel and that's it. Thank you, GN. Thank you. I was trying to remember.
What was it?
It's
what was it?
In season 2 where Miguel and Johnny are at the burger place.
Oh, that's a great scene.
Johnny's giving.
Oh
Miguel,
yeah.
He's like, that's the hospital Miguel, Robbie was born at. Like I love that.
He talks about Robbie and Miguel kind of backs off. Like he's not hostile towards Robbie the rest of the season, except a school fight. But you get the point. Like he's not.
Yeah, he backs off after finding out what happened to Robbie.
Like, Miguel has probably the best facial expression in that fight.
Can we talk about a plot hole though? Yeah. How the hell did Miguel recognize Robbie from that picture when he was like 8 years old?
Oh yeah, that never made any sense.
Buchanan.
But the thing is,
does it look like him though?
To be fair, they did zoom in on it, and it does look like more. Like it does kind of like Tanner.
Really? I don't think
to be fair, it's probably
actually an old picture of Tanner.
The thing is, not Sholo. Miguel's new to town, so he wouldn't have known what Robbie looked like then.
Yeah, especially that, and also it could have been any kid on his fridge.
Yeah, like
they automatically assumed it was Robbie. Like there was not. I don't think there was any name on it either.
I get. Yeah, they wanted to do that. Just put like Robbie on it. And like
or like Keen at least, just Keen.
I mean, I gotta look at it again. I didn't really see it.
Yeah, that scene was like I get why it is there is so we can put 2 and 2 together and be like,
it's a setup scene.
Yeah, it's a setup scene without very much like, oh, this is definitely Robbie Keane, like because like Miguel wouldn't know Robbie played soccer or anything, and so like that's what I'm saying. It could have just been one of those pictures you get in a picture frame. You know, sometimes you buy a picture frame and it's got some random picture in it.
Because like you said, if it had been Eli, where Eli and Robbie grew up in like more or less the same place.
Yeah.
Like he might have known like Robbie growing up or something, but like Miguel was new to town.
And then Hawk said I did a deep dive online. It's like,
what the hell does that mean?
You got too much time.
That's a bigger plot hole in my opinion, because what did you look up? What did you look up, and what did you
look up specifically?
I mean, I guess Robbie has a criminal record. I guess
he does.
It does, but like still,
that's not public.
Was he stalking his Facebook page? Was he doing like an old?
The thing is, though, Hawk wouldn't know that though.
Yeah, like
I think it's this.
They don't even go to the same. Robbie doesn't even go to West Valley. He goes to a different school, right?
He lives in a completely different district.
Yeah.
That's
cool.
They're gonna have him go to. Well, actually, no, they probably won't. No, they're gonna have him go to West Valley next year. Watch, I guarantee.
Oh no! Watch this. They'll find a way to get him back into the school. I swear to God.
I mean, to me, if Tori got back in, Robbie has to get back in. Like that's
if Johnny's story. It's Johnny's story.
They're gonna need Carmen and Miguel's permission, probably. But they're gonna.
Yeah, they gotta give Carmen.
Isn't it Johnny's story pretty much again? Ace degenerate. I've got 1 year to make it work.
Yep.
You know what? It's true.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
Also, if you think about it as well, I would give more reason, because if you think about it logically, if everybody else is still at school, then Robbie is going to definitely win the Saikai Taikai because he's going to have the most time to train because everybody else is off doing school.
That's not really fair.
Yeah, it's not really fair, is it? Everybody should.
All right, you middle. If there's what's going on there?
No. Okay, so
No, we got to wait till offline, bro.
So, all right, okay. Well, look, that being said,
because if I say it on here, we're gonna spend another 15-30 minutes here talking about it. So
all right,
we're gonna start
laughing. That being said, we're here. But we're back. We're back, baby. We're back with streams. And next week we'll be streaming on the Sunday. As far as I know, contingent on work shifts. I want to give a massive shout out to everyone who's joined in the chat. Appreciate each and every single one of you. Can we all give a massive toast to MMA King Priest Jr.? You know what you're doing. For assembling the list as always. Feel free to cherry pick into the next week one.
No problem, my son.
I know. Feel free to cherry pick from this list into the next one.
It's just good business.
I want to talk a bit more about Miguel next week, which is surprising because I'm
okay. Next week.
I do.
So you want a part 2 of this?
I want to talk part 2 about Miguel's journey next week as well. So
Miguel fanboy.
Okay. All right, put it on.
Absolutely. A shout out to the man, the myth, the Kanan. Shout out to Miles Morales. Shout out to
Peter Darker.
Wow. Damn. Wow.
And shout out the Gothic kid.
Anyway. Sorry, RJ, it was right there. It was right there.
Oh, damn.
Shout out Young Ripper, man. That's funny, dog. Can't get over.
Everyone, thank you for joining us. Appreciate you. Leave your timestamps down below. As always, shout out to Stuart and Luke if you're watching. And yeah, we're back. We're back, baby. And for the next stream, it'll be even better because I'll have even more energy. It's just the thing is, literally an hour from now, I would have been up for about 24 hours. So it's
Jacob. Also, before we go, we forgot something. One also thing we would like to also say is that Peyton and Mary are oatmeal. Thank you. We're done.
There we go.
We're here.
We're here.
We're here. Do you know what? That's Johnny. You gotta put that on a shirt. We're here. Like we're here.
We're here. Yeah, we're here.
Can we stop being like antisocial here and like say goodbye to the people? Like, God damn it, here. Like,
the guy in the back of the class hiding his phone under the desk.
That's my job.
It's just good. It's just good business.
It's funny. It's just funny, man.
Well, I mean, we're here, so it's fine.
A lot of funny shit. Here. This has been a funny day.
It's just good business.
All right, let's end this stream because Jacob has to go.
All clear.
Not that hot. When this guy woke up this morning, he was white.
Works every.
I am the captain of this ship. Which ship? This guy hit me with a van.
Shut up!
You're a fraud, Spider-Man. No!
You something big doo-doo this time.
Jesus Christ.
Is there any more coffee?
You're missing one.
Oh, you come for the king?
No, there's more.
If you're so worried about this son of a bitch, why don't we go down there and kick his ass right now?
Which one?
More. Now, come on.
It's just good business.
Shut up! I'm not done talking.
I smell that fucking coffee. Where's the coffee?
It's time to go!
Is that the one?
Jay.
That's right. Yes, go cry to your father.
Open wide.
You literally added it like when you started watching the show. Come on.
Oh. Right.
When you do it, he's looking away.
I did.
Just good business.
We're here, people.
I saw it.
No.
We're here. We're here, Danny, innit? We're here. We'll see you all next week. Next week. Thank you all for tuning in.
No good business.
It's just good business.